edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. And today we have the Barnes, Michael, Tony,
dude,
and Lonnie in the building, fresh from the company.
Yeah, dude.
Great
Shout out to the company.
meet you, man. How's it going today?
Man, we good, man. What's going on? We here to talk sports.
Dude, you know.
Oh, of course. That's what we're all about. And if you wouldn't mind, Lonnie, kind of just give everyone a little background. Obviously, we're familiar, but just if you could explain just quickly the company and what you guys are all about. Obviously, huge fans of Rick and Dave.
Yeah, DPHR in Rothenburg, the company. We here. We the fam club, not fan club. That's family. Shout out to everybody. You already know. We're just we basically we just ride out for the show. But we also just ride out for the whole ESPN and all of that. But DPHR Rothenburg to the casket drop. That's basically what it is. And we here for them. Period. Let's go.
100%.
Yeah, baby.
100%. Now, how far back does the company go?
Oh, wow.
That's a good question.
Dude,
I would
great
say
question.
about like 2 years now, solid 2 years, when I made the first tweet or whatever to like build the first core group of everybody. And
wow.
I think we had like our first real anniversary on Twitter like a year and a half ago now. So yeah, we've been solid for like a good year and a half, 2 years. And we keep going. We trying to make it to the top, but it
That's
takes
awesome.
time.
How did it all start? How did it all start up?
Actually, like I said, it was just I put like a text on Twitter, and then it included like maybe like 10 people or as many people I could fit in that one thing. And then we were just chopping it up on the thread, and then we were just talking about we need to make this make it official.
Right.
And then actually Jaw from Haas, shout out to him if he's watching, he said, yo, you should take this off the thread because people could start picking up on this. And then I created a chat, and we just took it from there. To be honest with you, that's basically how it really started, to be honest with you. Like, it really just started from a tweet. Like, people
That's
don't
awesome.
understand that. Like, it all really started from that, and then we just built from there. We was just all talking sports, and then we all really just put our minds together to say, like, we need to do more. And then from there, we started asking for outings to like really show. Not even really asking for outings. We just started showing up to maybe like TMKS outings to show them that we here. Because there's always fam clubs out there that talk a big game, but they don't, they don't show up like we do. So that's what we do. The company, we show up, we show out, and like I said, for ESPN, every event we feel like we can make it to. That's what we here for. Especially if Dave and Rick is there.
Yeah.
Especially.
Oh yeah. No, that's awesome, and we're all about that too. If you don't schedule things and lock things in, they don't happen. So you gotta get ahead of it. And it's just so awesome. And I know Tony and Mike feel the same way, but just for all this time, like listening to Rick and Dave and like hearing you call in and stuff, it's just so crazy now.
Yeah.
That, like,
we here, together. Man. Like I said, it's been a long grind because I've been listening to that show for and it's just been listening.
Yeah.
And then I always heard that they would read people's tweets and stuff like that. So I was just like, let me make a Twitter. Like, I'm not really that big on social. So I made that and then just started tweeting my face off, honestly. Yeah. And then, like I said, it got me here. It got us here, honestly. Like, that's why I tell my people's like, the tweets really matter because like, that's how they get to know you without knowing you. Right. They don't, they might not see you until an outing.
Right.
But if you tweet them every day, it builds some type of rapport with them.
Exactly.
And then if you start calling in like I did, I was the first caller all the time. It was at one point Rick literally said on air, we got this guy calling in at 5:01 in the morning. Like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
That's how dedicated I am to that show.
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, that's awesome.
It's real.
Dude, it's sick to see your
You said what, like 2 years ago you put out the tweet to form the company. I mean, to see like the impact you guys have now on the show, I mean, that's like it's a huge progression for 2 years. You guys are like significant. You know, it's actually kind of funny too. I kind of wanted to ask your thoughts about it, but I forget what day it was. Maybe Thursday of last week. I think it was just I'm pretty sure it was the Michael K show. They were all the three of them were there, and Michael was kind of complaining a little bit about how people call in to the Michael K show and like shout out the company.
I don't think it's really Michael if we really want to get into this.
Oh, but, really?
You know, it is what it is at this point, you know. If the TMKS crew don't want us calling in and saying shout out to the company, and you know, it is what it is. I done try to tell my people, you know, if they don't want that, you know, everybody else doesn't seem to have a problem with it.
Right.
You know, we call Gordon Dama. He feeds into it. Larry and Gordon, they feed into it. Ty, when he has the dojo open, he feeds into it.
Yeah.
Dan Grassa feeds into it. You know,
obviously Barton Hahn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you know, I don't like I said, you know, I don't personally know why they have an issue with it, because at the end of the day, you know, we listening to your show,
right?
So.
And you said it right here, like you're there to support ESPN Radio as a whole. Like,
ESPN, like I said, we went to the events, like the 20th anniversary. Like we was the loudest people there, and we was only 20 of us,
right?
Out of like what 100, 200, whatever it was. You know,
I mean, you guys were like the loudest at the Beach Bash, and technically, you know, Rick and Dave, you know, their show wasn't there. You know, it was the Michael K Beach Bash. You know,
exactly what my people's, my family. This is what we do. Like we show up and we show out. That's actually, you know what I mean. And it's all about love at the end of the day. That's exactly what we try to spread. And, you know, if they don't, you know, I try not to speak on this topic because it kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit, because at the end of the day, it's like, why?
And if you don't want to answer this, it's okay. I was just curious. You were saying you don't think it's Michael. Who do you think it is?
Right now, it seems like it's the person who just recently got married.
Okay.
We'll refrain from saying names, you know.
Yeah.
So
we don't need to.
I got you. And I know. I think just like what you're saying about showing love and stuff, like that's what you're doing. So you just think in general there just shouldn't be any animosity. If you're doing that, what's the big deal at the end of the day? You're not putting anybody down.
Listen, as I told Mike when I was on the phone with him yesterday,
great call.
Like, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's like a jealousy factor. Like,
Yeah.
Dave and Rick, as you just said, you know, they're kind of still on the uprise, and the fact that they got an actual fan club out here making noise, calling shows, shouting each other out, it might rub people who's been around for a while the wrong way, you know?
Yeah.
And like I said, at the end of the day, we never meant no harm. We just, you know what I mean?
Love Rick and Dave.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, they also need to realize, you know, we started from that show.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? We still, you know, I sparingly listen to that show now. Like, you know, not as much as I used to.
Yeah, same.
It's Dave and Rat. Once, you know, Barton Hahn goes off, the radio goes off, and then when Dan Grassa comes on, it gets kicked back on, you know.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, I got
But yo, 6 to 10 every day. Lock in.
Hell
Dave and Rick, if you're not listening, you missing out. Seriously.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely have to call in tomorrow and let them know they got to jump in on the next one.
I won't be surprised if Rick, if he found the time, is watching this right now, to be honest with you.
Really, he's into it.
He's that type of guy.
Yeah,
shout out.
No, he seems cool. You know, there's certain, like, it's good when you meet people and they really are who they are.
Nah,
It's
Rick
so
and
annoying.
Dave is Rick, Dave, Santi. I'm surprised, and like we honestly, me and Josh, shout out Josh, what's up, my bro? Like we was a little surprised at Santi, because you know Santi wanted to punch me in the face at one point, because you know I'm a funny guy, you know, I try to be, and I called in and you know, spoke about his mishaps at the Mark Sasso event. You know, he wanted to take my head off for that, but you know, it is what it is, you know. So, but you know, when we seen him in person, he was cool as hell. Like I was just like, yo, it's surprising, like taken back by this, because I was expecting, like, and the first time I actually seen Santi was when we did the we actually threw a tailgate for Dave when ESPN had the Jets Dolphins game.
Oh yeah,
right.
And we set up a Giants tailgate for Dave, because you know we love the guy so much.
Yeah.
Shout out. One day that'll be you, bud.
Shout out Dave Rothenberg. Yeah, but so the first time I met Santi was there, and I was just like, oh yeah, you know, everything's cool. So But then when I met him again on the 6-1, it was just like 6-1 is one of the greatest days that ever existed in my life because, you know, I got to meet more people from the company. And I feel like that day was just really meant for us. Like, it was crazy. Like, y'all wasn't there, but that was one of the best days. I'm pretty sure we can all say that. Like, that was crazy. Like, we was literally like right in front of Dave and Rick as they doing the show. And then,
that's so cool.
You know, we put the tailgate together. Shout out to everybody that did that. And yeah, like it was just crazy having them there and then basically being in the game with them. And then we ended up sitting right behind them because, you know, there was a lot of empty seats over there. And then, you know, I worked my magic, got over there. And then, and it's crazy because it's like now the company song is what's this damn song? I Want It That Way. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because they played that in the stadium.
Michael loves the Backstreet Boys.
We went.
I've seen them live.
Yeah, we all sung that with Dave, Rick, all of them. Like it was that's kind of like our song now.
That's crazy.
It seems like, and every time that thing comes on now,
kidding? That's dope.
I just be sending it into our, you know, our chats and all of that.
Yeah, dude, belting your heart out.
Nah, I don't know about all of that.
By the way, Danny V is Bernie.
Yeah, that's Bernie. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah,
that's the first thing.
Bernie 51.
Yeah, we got some comments. I think.
Bernie. Yeah, let's read these comments. What's going on? You see how my people here?
Hold on, go to the Eugene Ganello one first, because Barnes.
All right, no, yeah, Michael's producing the show right now. Let's go. Eugene Ganello comments at Danny V hashtag with the company Hola Amigos, dude.
Is that really our boy or is that?
No, I think that is Prefer. That screenshot of Gino's face, like, there's no way. Dude.
How?
Like, no. How
tell him about Prefer.
How convenient for Prefer
and
to
for the
come
people.
Back now. Yeah. So, what would you first of all? Prefer has been in existence 2.5 years, give or take.
Since we've started, basically.
Okay,
yeah. Well,
so
at least I've been here. So
we have no idea who he is, and he would comment every day. Yes. Yeah, and he makes different accounts, changes his name. We've had him call in once or twice, actually. Call in twice, but he won't video in. And then he says stuff. Then he says he's kidding. Then he says he's not coming back for like a long period of time. Anytime we ask him to do something like this, like he said he can't. His excuse is, oh, you don't want to meet your. I'm ugly, and you don't want to meet your heroes because you're going to be disappointed. That's what he says.
Mike, get a long-time investment check right now on your man B, because if I can read these comments without squinting, he needs his eyes checked now. So we got to do some work for him now, you know.
Who, Barnes?
Yeah,
it's funny that you
and
said
he's closer.
I know.
No, but
what the hell?
Dead serious. I know this sounds crazy and it doesn't make any sense, but I feel like it's just like this thing I do. Like I don't actually need to squint to see it. I know that doesn't make any sense to anybody, but I swear it's just like this thing that I do.
Wow.
You know what?
Yeah.
That sounds like a Dave thing.
This week, I'm gonna make a special effort not to do it. Just see if it's possible. See if I'm right.
Get my man some readers, man.
I know.
But that's always been something too, because one of my boys, he would always make fun of me, like, "Oh, you can't see, get glasses." So I made it like a personal thing, like I'm never getting glasses just because he keeps annoying me about it.
I can see right here my boy Josh that rep the company. We got Matthew saying, "Yo."
There we go.
I think that's my boy Matt. Maybe I'm not too sure.
That's one of our boys.
No, that Matt though is probably his boy.
This Matt says, "Hey, that's my friend Lonnie."
Oh yeah, that's his boy.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
With the Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, that's my boy Cowabunga Matt right there.
Oh, that's sick. We got Matt Gabriel as well in the house. Says, "What up, boys? Welcome to the studio, Lonnie." And then we have Danny V again saying, "Let's go." It's Bernie. Hashtag rep the company.
Let's go.
Josh B in the house with the salute. Kevin Taylor looking for Lonnie. Oh wow, Renee, by the way, says, "What the heck, Prefer?"
Renee getting aggressive.
I know,
Sure.
she's upset. Matthew
wow, I can't
also.
believe that.
That's Renee.
Yeah, Renee.
Hi, Renee.
Yep.
And then Kevin Taylor says, "What's good? Shout out to the company, baby."
Yeah.
Shout out to the company.
But Lonnie, what's your like? What would you do if you were us? Like this guy, he keeps 2.5 years, kind of like
Prefer, dude.
Charade.
Well, we don't even know if Prefer's a robot.
Listen, man.
That's soundbite.
Like, would you just like keep playing into it?
Yeah, play
or,
the
like,
sound bites for Lonnie too as we go along.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, play those. You know, you got hacks everywhere, so why not?
Yeah.
Yo, but he probably knows you because he listens to 98.7. He's from Brooklyn, Prefer. At least he says so. I'm pretty sure.
Says he is.
Yeah,
So he must
probably
know
was, like,
of the company.
I don't know.
Because
In
we
Canada
always
or
like
something.
we talked to him about Michael K's show,
Yeah.
about Rick and Dave too. He
So
always
this guy
chimes
has
in.
called
So.
here before?
Yeah, he's called in twice.
Yeah.
And
Same voice.
yeah,
And then
definitely the same
I said, I
voice.
think it's a voice scrambler. He said,
Yeah,
I thought
probably.
it was ridiculous, but I don't know about that.
People, man,
It's just like,
crazy.
like this. Like, why not do something like this? Like what you're
Right.
doing.
Right.
He could have just done the same thing. Like we had our first outing at Horseshoe Cafe.
Yeah.
And
we invited him.
And it's all, I'm ugly. And
I sound like a girl. That's
I sound like a girl. It's like, dude.
You know what the best part is?
Like that, though. That's why he didn't come out.
Yeah. No, but I've always been.
We've been so nice.
The reason why we
listen, y'all lucky y'all get Anthony out the house. Look at him.
I know.
The reason why we know he's
women call him
because we say all this stuff.
It's the stat. She cut that thing off as a problem.
And he just has no defense. Doesn't even respond to it. We say who we think it is, and he just never answers. So that's why we know that it's like we think it's just somebody we know messing with us, basically.
Yeah. So play into it. Till he comes out.
Yeah. Barnes just gets tight.
Yeah, Barnes is so tight.
No, you know why? Because he's the man on screen. He get that. You don't want to deal with that crap all the time. Listen, my man, I'm talking to you personally myself. Listen, just come out. Everybody ain't. I don't know if I'm the handsomest person in the world. Who cares about that? We're talking sports here. Like,
but
who cares?
He's not even being serious.
He's someone we know, I think.
Yeah, he's just.
That's what I think.
Mike, he might just be saying stuff.
He's definitely someone that we know.
Yeah.
Oh man,
but he can be abducted walking out of here. Some
this is
girly
awesome.
Sounding big ugly man.
But comments are flowing.
Oh yeah, we have Aaron Antigua coming in. Says Lonnie,
Aaron, what's good, Cat?
Yeah, baby. Nick Knock as well says we hear.
Yeah, we hear.
Thought Lonnie was trolling with the Mets hat. He said it glittered 8.
Come on, son.
It's funny. Just for a quick second,
I thought the same.
Confused myself.
He got mad at me.
It's the Frank Sinatra Yankees hat.
All right, stand by. I think we got our first caller coming in here.
That's probably Kev.
We do.
That's
All right, stand by.
Kev.
Here we go.
Hello? I don't know if this is taking it.
Oh no, this is what happened with me.
Yeah.
Who's that? If it's Kev, just put him next to the speaker. He's loud enough.
Yeah, I'm about to in a minute. Doesn't work. Disconnect.
Sometimes it just needs a reset.
I'm surprised it took this long to get the first call.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, you're on the Sportsport Live. What do you want to talk about? What's your name?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? It's Anthony in the mail truck.
Oh!
How are we doing? Big shout out to the company.
Yeah, what's going on, Postman Ant? What's good? We in the building, baby.
What's going on, fellas?
Not much. How are you?
Right? Good. My question to all you guys, I don't know who's a Yankee fan, who's a Met fan. I just want to know what the Yankees can do at the deadline. Are we buying? Are we selling? I'm more of the mindset of selling just because we need to get better now. We need to get better for the future, not right now, because right now it's not looking great without Judge in the lineup. So I was just thinking of, what you fellas think we should do at the deadline.
Brian?
Take it away,
All right,
Brian.
so I'll take this away for you. Let me just start this by saying, in no way, shape, or form are we selling. And I get what you're saying.
There we go.
We want to have young guys to look forward to, but the thing is, we have those guys. It's just Brian Cashman has been very hesitant to bring them up. So when I look at the deadline, I think we're going to add a bullpen piece or two, add Cody Bellinger, and then any other improvements are going to be internal and some addition by subtraction. And with this latest injury to Josh Donaldson, I have a good feeling he's never going to come back, especially if Oswald Peraza steps in. He looked good last night other than getting picked on or trying to stretch it into a triple there or get to third. Other than that, he looked good in the field, looked good with the bat. So I think that's going to represent a big upgrade. And then you put Bellinger in there with this lineup. Stanton, it seems like he's turning it around, especially when he actually is allowed to play the field. He does well. I guess the big question would be Rizzo, but the nice part about getting Cody Bellinger is you get him to play left field or right field, but he could also play first base. So if Rizzo is going to continue to look like Josh Donaldson, Bellinger would slide in perfectly at first. But I think the pitching will be good, and I think the bullpen's solid. I know the last 7 games is like an 80 ERA. But I still think we have one of the best bullpens in the league. So I think Bellinger, another reliever just to give everyone a break. And then our internal guys, I would love to see Dominguez or Wells get a shot, maybe even Everson Pereira. Other than that, I don't want to give up too much capital. Sure, it would be nice to get Soto or Ohtani, but I think Lonnie knows too. That ain't happening.
You done?
Yeah. What do you got for me?
That was a long-winded answer, my friend. First of all, now is all of that including Judge? I mean, damn, you ain't say Judge not one time during that whole answer.
Well, because I mean, Judge, we know what. Like,
no, we don't know.
What you're saying? You don't think he's gonna come back?
No, I'm asking you, like, because you said everything without. I didn't hear Judge not one time. You just said blah 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 blah.
How dare you, Brian?
Well, we saw as soon as the series started, he's on the field. He's getting batting practice.
Yeah,
so I would say within the month, he's gonna come back. Obviously, that's still a while.
Yeah, you got to include that for me. I don't know.
But what do you? I mean, what's your thought process?
That was all good, but like I said, I don't know if we were just including Judge and all of that because that's a major key because you getting Bellinger to put him in left field and then we putting Stanton in right field like you said to get injured in 2 weeks.
No, but me and Tony talk about this all the time, and you look at it. I think it's his last 4 games. He started in the outfield. He's hit a home run.
That is very true. Because like I said, when that man is engaged, he is engaged.
Right.
His laser is going out
and then
the
he doesn't even get a hit last night. He's playing DH. I'll risk the injury all day. I want Stanton every single time he plays. I want him in the field. I don't care. He's gonna get injured.
He really has to. We were talking about it, and the second they put him in, they start him in the field. It's just like because I feel like for him, it's more about having more of a defined role with the team, having some more momentum, and we see it so many out of players who just have they turn good defense to offense. It happens all the time. Where if Stanton were to make a nice catch in the outfield, he feels good. He's more comfortable with the plate. He has momentum on his side, sort of deal. And I think when someone's especially is in a rut and you just kind of throw him out there, as DH and then give him off days in between, really for no reason. I mean, just how is he gonna get out of that rut? How is he gonna feel confident when he's just playing so sporadic? And also when Brian talks about the Yankees, you always have to just assume that Judge is implied at this point. Judge, in Brian's eyes, in no world is Judge not in the Yankees ever.
Postman, thank you for the call.
Judge,
great call, man.
He said a long time ago.
Come on, man.
Favorite player of all time.
Favorite player of all time.
Favorite player of all time.
MVP, before said
Judge.
This. Before he even did anything.
Yep, and most talented player I've ever seen. Because if you think about everything, what he does on defense, the base running, and then of course what he does with the bat, he can hit 600 home runs, but hit 300 as well.
Dude is sick. He's my favorite player right now. I don't know about all the time. Man.
I just feel like he's
my favorite Yankee right now. Definitely, I'll tell you that much. He's the only jersey I got. Judge 99, baby.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, and I know people get nervous, the toe, all that. I'm really not worried at all. I know he's gonna be the player he was before.
To me, if he's back, I don't know what they should do at the deadline. To be honest with you, because I get a little nervous with this guy behind the helm. Picking from everybody's IL list. So we got to figure that out first. See who's healthy that he wants to get, and then if that person is actually healthy and don't have no, injury history, then that's what we really should go after. Cody Bellinger don't really have none of that, so I'm good with that. But
it's a short-term thing.
Yes, I think he's coming off the. What is that? He got 1 more 2 years on his.
There's an option, but he's been
heating up lately.
So you have no commitment to him, basically. You have no commitment, and he's a lefty with
he's
power.
been heating up.
Yeah, we
and
need
he's
that.
sitting around 300.
He's gonna go to the Mets.
No,
He's
heating up. First of all, no one's going to the Mets. Nobody's going there. They
I'm
suck.
telling you right now, dude, you suck.
Why would he go to that? Ain't they like 30 games behind? What's going on out there?
Oh, you know what, dude? The future's bright over there, honestly, in
God.
Queens. Okay.
Oh, he's going to the Mets after this year, you mean?
No. Like trade deadline, then he's signing. I'm telling you.
Fellas, I feel like we jumped the gun. Let's actually officially go to the world of Major League Baseball.
It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it, Yep. And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. So to continue the conversation, I was actually just going to ask you, Lonnie. I've been clamoring for a while. Oswald Peraza, he's healthy. He's got to get playing time. He looked good yesterday. How do you feel about him maybe being our future third baseman?
He looked good yesterday. I'll tell you that much. Besides what he did on the bases, but that's.
I think he was safe, by the way, too. That was. I don't know how you overturn that. There was not concrete evidence that he was out.
He's doing his thing down, in AAA and all of that. But I always feel like the young guys, they got to get into the league to really. It's a different beast when you go. Like, look at Volpe, for instance. Like,
right.
You know, he was doing his thing down there, and then he came up top. You know, he's shaky, but that's how it is. So I feel like Peraza, once he gets up top, you know, things like what happened last night won't really happen as much. But you know, he put the freaking bat on the ball. I tell you that much, because he drove in with like a run that
with
that
2
hit.
outs.
So it's like we need stuff like that, because, like I said, the whole batting approach for the Yankees is, and I feel like young players, they're not always looking to, you know, make everyone happy and put that ball over the fence. They just trying to move it along. Or I got 2 people on base. I bet, let me just get this guy in here by putting this ball somewhere where nobody could get to it right away. And I feel like that's all you need. We definitely did it that game, but of course the pitching, just giving up home runs and all of that other stuff. Like you said, we need somebody in the bullpen too. Oh, yo.
Wow.
The call coming
Here
in.
we go.
That thing just went. I was like, what? I thought that was my phone for a second.
All right, you're live on the Sports Report. What's your name? What do you want to talk about?
Hey, what's going on? This is actually Aaron in the car.
That's Captain Aaron. What's going on, baby?
What's going on, Aaron? Welcome to the Sports Port.
Oh, live. What's going on, Lonnie?
Yeah, what's going on,
Guys,
Cap?
how we doing?
Yo, Cap, what's going on, baby?
Oh, we're doing good, baby. We're doing good. Shout out to the company as always.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I'm just we guys are talking about like what's wrong with the Yankees right now, and I think you kind of nail it on the head. You don't have a lot of guys that cause havoc on the base paths. It's. I mean, look at. Have you really ever sat and like watched Giancarlo Stanton in the batter's box? I mean, I know he's hot July, he's 4 home runs, 10 ribbies, but like some of those swings, man, it's like he's like a lumberjack with an axe, like he's swinging at a tree, or like he has that like off balance swing. I don't know, man. It just long term, you look at this roster, and you know, gone are the days where George Steinbrenner is going to spend a ton of money, right? They're running like more like a business now, so. A DJ LeMahieu contract, a Giancarlo Stanton contract. To me, it's going to hinder them from making any big free agent splashes that they would need to ultimately help the team win. I don't know what you guys think about that.
And you know what's crazy? My latest recent calls into, you know, a couple ESPN shows, I've been basically saying the same thing that, you know, Cap said. Once again, shout out to the company. Thank you, Aaron, for calling. Yeah, like I've been saying that same thing, man. It's just like, where they putting Ohtani with that contract, with all these other contracts like Cole and Judge and Rodon now and Stanton and LeMahieu. You know, Rizzo's coming off pretty soon, but still, it's just like we ain't spending money like that, but now we spending money. And where we going when we do it? That's the problem. Because once again, to me, our problem as a Yankee fan, well, me, through my eyes, is the injury bug. Like it's every year constantly. We can never really fully see what the team is going to really do at any point because somebody's always injured. You know, unfortunately now it's Judge. Unfortunately, because thank you, LA, want to be putting cement blocks in your outfield, dummies. But
I was saying we should sue them
immediately.
Yeah,
I'm sure you guys can.
Immediately, as soon as the toe flailed up, I would have get my lawyer on the phone.
But speaking to what you're saying though, like what you're saying, definitely there's some truth to that. And you know, you mentioned a couple guys are going to come off the books, and the way he's pitching, you'd imagine Severino. I think what's he making, 17 million? He'll be off the books. Donaldson, 20-something million. So you think about, you know, the combination of just them coming off the books. There's going to be some money open, but I don't even think that's the biggest problem because, you know, in free agency wise, I mean, think about it. Who have we signed in the past 10 years? Not many guys since that splurging 09 position players. It's all pitching. But at the same time, I don't even think that matters. I think they could keep those salaries, trade guys if you can. I think the biggest problem is like what they do to Florial, what they did to Andujar, what they're doing to Austin Wells, keep him in AA. They're not bringing up the prospects, not even just bringing them up, too. The problem is you're jerking them around. Peraza's been jerked around, pinch runner, then he gets injured, then he's down.
The consistent
They're trying to tell you that Estevan Florial can't hit major league pitching. What you started the man, 10 times? And the other times he's a defensive replacement, but he can't. He can hit 21 home runs in the minors, but he doesn't deserve a chance over Franchi Cordero. That's the problem, is not integrating your minor leaguers. And I know you know that.
Yeah, you say that. You know, it's crazy. French Cordero was banging home runs early for us,
yeah,
too.
But
you know,
once he looks like Josh Donaldson, out. You have no commitment to him, no loyalty. There's no reason to keep him.
But like you just said, as you basically just broke down and all of that, it's the Yankees, they don't bring up their prospects early enough to see if they really got that juice. And that's an issue because, you know, they string them along, as you just said, and then they use that whatever time they'll bring them up when somebody gets injured. They'll see how sporadically how good they are, and then if they flail out within that 10-game process or whatever, you know, they send them back down for forever. But it's like, how you expect that person to build anything, or how you expect that kid to build anything inside of himself if you're not allowing him to make these mess ups? Now, unfortunately, it is the Yankees, so you can't really, you know, allow that too much, because then you got the unfortunate crazy Yankee fans. I'm not one of them, but you know, that just run up a wall for every little thing. But you know, you got to let people like that ease into it. And right now, obviously, it's not ease into it time, because it's always chase for 28, which is always this, you know, seems to be the thing. But like I said, me, you know, I don't know. I don't really see it like that, because, you know, it's been, for me, and I've been told this to Josh a million times, it's been like since 2017 since I've actually been really excited for this team, because that's the last time I felt the thrill, like, okay, we really got a shot. Now it's like we run into Houston, forget about it, just clock out, because now we're getting swept.
But
what is that?
You know, I'm not saying the last couple of years they would have beat them, but there's easy things right in front of us that we can do, and that we don't do it in terms of the players.
But look at Houston. Look at Houston.
But they bring up the guys. But I'm saying, so there's no justification for us not bringing up guys. That's just idiotic. At the end of the day, why does Higashioka need to be there? Why does Cordero need to be there? I know he's injured now. Why does Willie Calhoun? Why does Billy McKinney? There's no Josh Townsend. There's no reason those guys have to be there.
They probably should have definitely brought up Austin Wells by now, at least, because at least we'll
see. How about bring him to
see.
AAA? He's in AA.
Yeah, at least to see what, you know, what he got, because, you know, we're not really getting much from them catches at all. Like, I think they're pretty much almost dead last.
But it's so easy. Higashioka, trade or release him, and then bring up Roard Vort or Wells.
What you getting from him?
But then just release him. You know what I mean? It's like the other guys have more upside, especially Roard Vort. He's a left-handed batter. Why wouldn't we bring him up? And he actually looked decent the couple games that he played. It's just like those are easy things to do, and they're not doing it. So
but I know why they're not doing it though, B.
Because Cashman's an idiot. That's why. But what is it then?
Nah, you say that. See, they're not doing it because, like I just said, man, it's always chase for 28. They can't be putting these kids out there.
But the guys that are up there, they're not part of chase for 28 though. Those guys aren't, and you know that. Come on, in '98, did we have Billy McKinney and Francie Cordero on the team?
The guys up there is not up there. Well, yeah, I mean, I know who you're talking about now, but like, they only got certain fillers, and I guess they rather. I don't know why they got these people up here, to be honest with you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Just like,
that's an easy
they rather
thing.
String those kids along for some odd reason.
But then they don't end up getting a chance. And then their value goes way down, and then you're Cliff Frazier,
and then you have no trade value. Exactly.
Then you're Justice Sheffield. We see it happen.
Same thing with like this guy David Garcia.
Yeah, same thing. Oh, let's put in J.A. Happ. No, but how about watching that playoff game, and then he's the youngest guy in franchise history to start a playoff game, and then you take him out at the first inning for J.A. Happ.
Exactly. I feel bad for that kid.
I think his career would have been completely different if they didn't do that. I really do. I think that changed his entire career.
They butchered that right off the rip when they did that to him. They neutered him. Like,
yeah,
you ain't really give him no shot. Like, we're gonna put you out there, but then it's just like, boom, you out, and then we're gonna. And then to find out that J.A. Happ didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
So he pretty much went out there and threw that game. If you think about it, we can't be doing that in the playoffs. So once again, it's little things like you said. They string those young kids along, and we can't be. Unfortunately, we don't have the power, but they shouldn't be doing that anymore.
Danny V said that they're worried about filling the seats and not just giving the kids
But people want to see the kids more than Billy McKinney and Francie Cordero. That's the whole thing. So that doesn't make any sense. It's idiocracy. It really is.
Who's to blame? Like, if you had
Cashman, and then it's a combination of Cashman and Hal, because everything trickles down from there.
Yeah.
Sure, you could blame Boone, but why is Boone there?
That's why I don't
likes
blame
him, because Hal likes him. So it's not all on him. It's Hal and Cashman are the biggest culprits.
I don't be blaming Boone for most of the stuff, but you know.
Because I know, an idiot.
I know it's all of that analytic crap that be having Boone be looking stupid. I feel bad for that man sometimes.
Yeah, I do too.
Yo, man, when he be having his cap wall to the side, and like, yo, nobody want to hear that same hoopla after every post game when y'all just lost. Nobody want to hear that.
Yeah,
we've talked about it a million times. They think it's funny how they think he handles the media well. Yeah, as a meme, like literally, it's a complete joke. Nobody enjoys any of that.
Like I said, man, sometimes I be thinking like he really got strings in his back. Like they just
has to be honestly
puppeting him. Like
And we were saying we do like, I do feel a little bad. I think I was saying this last week where it's like, Boone is the one who like gets the most media time. So everyone like rips on him so much when in reality, it's not just his fault. And he's kind of like, I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, what do you expect him to really say to the media? Like, of course, he's going to kind of like beat around the bush a little bit for some things.
One thing Boone said, I'm going to look straight at this camera that he kept it G real about. He said, the league is passing us by and look at us now. B, what you think about that?
I still think it comes back to put your best players on the field.
Yeah,
it's not that hard. You don't get
hold on, time out.
It's nothing. It's just being an idiot.
As you're explaining that, I'm literally saying the same thing.
Yeah.
The league is passing us by because all these other teams is putting all these young prospects and stars. And look at Dela Cruz. Right. This guy's a freaking phenom already.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the guy who won the ALCS MVP last year. It's like dudes are like, why we don't know. Right. You know why we don't know? Because you don't put them out there.
But the thing is too, we're talking about
the league is literally passing the Yankees by because all these other teams are doing such things as putting these young players out there, whatever, making trades or whatever. That's not hindering them. Because some of these trades that this guy has made has hindered us. Let's not ever forget about Mr. Jacoby here. You know what I mean? That one, we all remember that one. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
well, especially at the time we didn't know Cano would do steroids. Like he was like the best player that we had in a while.
Exactly.
I love Robinson.
So
Cano.
It's just like,
I was so excited with that.
That's the one thing I could say. Boone, he kept it G real. He said, "Yo, the league is passing us by," and he wasn't talking to media and fans when he said that. He was talking to Hal and Cashman, and clearly that they didn't hear him because Hal is out here talking about, we overlooked the Orioles. Like, what are we doing? How we overlooking teams in our divisions, and how we overlooking teams? Period. That's another thing. Like, and then he's talking about, he doesn't understand why Yankee fans are mad. Man, it's because we stink. And you always talking about we going for 28.
Well, the thing that just frustrates me most, and I know I'm like a broken record here, but it's like we talk about money tied up, spending free agents. I don't even want to do that. I just want to. I think we have enough in our farm system to be a really good team. And I'm telling you, if the right guys run the roster,
to make a run,
if the right guys run this roster all season, I think we easily have another 5 wins. We were wasting our time with so many guys.
Yeah, maybe.
A couple more comments here, by the way, guys.
Why is that okay? You know what I mean? I can't accept that. I can't be okay with that.
So Kevin Taylor says they want that control time. That's why they don't bring up the young guys.
Control time, and then just don't trade them, don't play them, and then just release them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what ends up happening.
Yeah, because it doesn't. They don't do anything with
Chance
them.
Adams.
And also, to your point too, like. I feel like a lot of Yankee fans specifically are seeing, like teams like the Orioles, like Tampa Bay, even.
And they all use their farms.
They all use their farm systems. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude, so good.
In the home run derby. What jersey is he wearing? Orioles.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like.
So as a Yankee fan, it's like what was our organization doing while these teams were building? They weren't doing anything, obviously.
Sitting on their hands.
That's what being complacent. Also, Nick Knox says that you guys are right. If the teams are going to struggle, I'd rather we struggle with kids up there than journeymen or vets where the future isn't getting any progression with them. Danny V agrees. Matthew Gabriel says Yankees, the absolute worst when utilizing their farm system. It's almost like they want to keep them there just for show and to say our farm system is sick. On them. Just bring them up, he says.
And it's like we start out by saying Bellinger. That was kind of a push. Yankees are going to be big on Bellinger. And then last night, it comes out, but they also might be interested in Grichuk instead. And it's like,
come on.
Here we go. That's another thing that you're doing as patchwork. Like, get the best guy out there. We didn't get the best pitcher last year. We got Montas instead of Castillo. What ends up happening? But you know what I mean? Get the best guy available and use what you have in the system. It's just so easy.
See, but you know what? I said I was just trying to say earlier. It's like we can't rely on Cashman to get the best guy. He's gonna get the guy who's available.
Bargain.
Yeah, that's who he got. Listen, man. Burlington Coal Factory and Marshall's done got Cashman's name all over it, man. He don't shop at Dior and all of that. You crazy? he look at Gucci, he walk the other way. Unless it's coming with a bargain. Like Stanton. Oh, you paying for half of that? All right, cool. I'll take that Gucci bag. Other than that, that man live in Marshalls, man.
But
$12.99 rack.
I guess I want to know
all of that.
Is like, so how do we get him out of here?
Yeah, that ain't happening. I don't think so, man.
So you think we're just doomed?
Unfortunately.
It can't be like that, though.
Hey, man.
It can't be like that.
It can be, but look how long it's been. And then everybody always talking about, oh, you know, yeah, 13. Yeah, 13. Yeah, okay. No, 9. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like it's been 13 years, sorry. Plus years now. But it's like, oh, 9. Okay, yeah. He did that. Other than that, what has he done?
How many pitchers have we developed? How many starters?
That's enough. Oh my God. Yeah, he can't pick pitchers and develop them to save his life. Because why we had to go out and get Cole and spend $30-something million per year.
At least he's actually
good. But why we had to do that though?
Oh yeah, because he can't.
Because we didn't have nobody in the farm system. Had you had somebody in the farm system, we wouldn't be worrying about paying somebody like that. We could have probably went out and got Harper or little things like that.
Oh, Harper.
You know,
he
instead of having
multiple
Stanton.
50 home run seasons.
Yeah, probably, especially in
that porch.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't know, man. The Yankees is frustrating talking about them. It really is, man. Because like I said, you know, and what has he done? Like I said, it's been 20 plus years and it's been the same old song and dance for especially the last 6.
Right. Oh, yeah.
The last 6 have been the same thing.
Yeah.
And like I said, and mainly since 2017, it's been all them injuries that's been slowing the team down, and it's constant.
All older players too. No young players. Literally.
Well, if you besides Judge, obviously, being the youngest, oldest, I guess if you want to call him that. But yeah, it's just those is the problem, man. And I think my thing is too, I feel like if the Yankees was all collectively without having these injuries and all these issues and stuff like that, which, you know, is rare to ever happen, but we may not need anything. And that's why Cashman believes that. Because if you look at the team, it's built, it could be better built wise, but it's like if everybody was healthy, and I think that's what he always falls back on. That's exactly what they always fall back. You heard what Hal just said. Oh, if we enter the playoffs, you know, at 90-something% injury free, then, you know, I'll be happy pretty much. But if we don't, then I have some questions. You should be having questions now, bro. Look at us now.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Because you look at this whole team, other than maybe, you know, with Judge obviously being injured, but everybody playing right now, other than Bader and Glaber,
there's nothing.
You'd be completely fine with just letting everybody go. You'd let everybody go. And obviously Volpe too, because he's part of our future. But other than them 3, everybody in the entire roster, position player-wise, you're fine. See you later.
Pretty much.
You know, so I just hope now, I mean, Donaldson's definitely going to be out a little bit. If Peraza does well, then I think they'll keep him there. But it's just so annoying.
I think Donaldson is out. He's done.
I think so. But I'm saying if he's able to come back and Peraza's struggling, you know they're going to just pull that switch. But I just hope that Peraza starts doing well now that he's got it for playing time for the pursuit.
And the excuse with and I know what they're going to say when they put Donaldson back in if they do. Oh, he was hitting home runs and blah, blah, blah. Nobody wanted, bro. He looks, come on, man. You see his average?
Yeah, and then
nobody want to be looking at that when they're looking at the screen, 140.
But then the thing is too, he has to bat 4th or 5th. It's not like
and then when you put him, it's even worse. It's not even like you're trying to hide him a little bit. It's like, yo, you put him right in front of us to see and witness disgustingness when he has probably 2 people on base and he's whiffing these change-ups. It's like, bro, what was you working on or when you was out? Come on, man.
What do you think about Rizzo? You think it's over?
I want to smack Tatis for hurting him because
he was on fire.
Garbage ever since then. Want to cut Tatis's dreads. Been horrible since then. I don't even know why he's back in the game, to be honest with you.
But he's got to be hurt. There's no way that he's not hurt. Somewhat.
Why is he in?
Because he's hiding it, I guess. But
maybe
not doing a good job of hiding it.
I mean, he's been like, even with the Cubs, though, right? He was kind of like hiding his back issues, you know, when he's playing with them, still playing injured. So I don't know. I could see him trying to just tough it out. And I mean, who else? Who they put at first base? DJ. I mean, it's not even much of a difference.
Yeah, you're right about that.
No, but DJ, this series actually hit pretty well.
You think there's going to be a little bit of a comeback?
He was playing.
Yeah. I think, I mean, he's not going to be worse than
he was playing. First of all, do you see them pitches? That's another thing. How the hell do we lose the pitches with ERAs?
In the 6 and 7?
Dude, unbelievable.
That Melo was wearing. He was wearing a number like 7. Like, it's things like that. I just be like, man, come on, man. And then we put up the runs, but it's like, why are we giving up all these runs? What are we doing?
No, but how about every pitcher had an ERA of 6 or 7, and we hit 2 home runs, both by Stanton. No one could even hit a home run. Yet they're hitting 3 home runs in the last 3 innings last night, the Rockies.
And we got the best bullpen in baseball. Ain't that a blip?
That's all it is, a blip, too.
But I do think that I'm not worried about the bullpen, though. I know it's a tough week or whatever worth of games, but the bullpen's going to be just fine.
It's going to be better than
I feel like that. I don't know. I feel like in terms of the bullpen, that was maybe like the second game this year that the bullpen kind of blew it.
Yeah.
Like they actually blew that game.
Yeah,
it wasn't like, there was no run support or anything there. They imploded. But again, how many times did it happen this season, honestly?
And then the call. Oh, yes, hit a home run. Boop.
Yeah, no, but
I was like,
no, there were 2 things. So first, and I don't know, Tony, you must have seen this somewhere, but the first thing was, so John Flaherty was doing the play-by-play.
Mm-hmm.
So Nolan Jones is up. Yankees are trying to close it out. They're up 2. He goes, Jones pops it up. It's a 450 run.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's gone.
Where is he calling from?
No, this is at the game.
He's in the stadium.
Yeah, with Jeff Nelson. I've never seen. Usually Flaherty is the color guy. I don't know why he was doing play-by-play, but that happens. And then the shortstop's up. Literally, maybe 2 seconds before the pitch is delivered, goes, "Well, yeah, he has no home runs this season. Oh, it's a walk-off home run.
Classic, dude.
Broke my heart.
And I mean, it's just that's a 1-2 punch.
That's a heartbreaker, man. I was like, come on.
I thought there was a 0% chance that would happen. I was like, all right, at least we'll get out of that inning, and then we'll have one more chance again. I could not believe that shortstop out of everybody hit a home run.
You know what's crazy? That game was giving me juice too, and then that happened. I was like,
the fact that we bowed back after that grand slam. I mean, for those 3 things happened, the grand slam, then the 10th inning, then the 11th inning. I mean, are you kidding me?
I was like, come on, man.
But
I seen it coming. I was like, this game is about to be a bad loss, and then boom.
But also, I didn't like the move. You take out Tommy Kahnle because he lets up an infield single, and then you're going to put Clay on. Just put him right in with the bases loaded.
See, once again, is that Boone doing that or is that analytics, bro?
Either way, but that was a bad move. You don't put a reliever in that situation. Bases chucks, you just throw him in there. I mean, I don't know. I don't like that.
A couple comments here for you boys. Matt Gabriel, actually pretty interesting. First, just real quick, he says Flaherty equals Eddie Mush. And then he says that he thinks Eddie Mush, he's Jinx. He says, I think Rizzo's neck is still fucked, he says.
Oh, we can curse?
He believes, you can curse on here.
Oh, wow.
And then he believes that he might have a vision problem stemming from the neck injury. So that's why maybe his, I guess eye at the plate isn't as good, which is pretty interesting. I think that's a really interesting theory.
My boy Nick Knock is throwing mad comments of
Yeah, he says only way Cashman's on the hot seat is if they miss the playoffs. That would be a start. We talked about that last week too. I mean, one thing he hangs on to is that the Yankees make the playoffs.
Well, what do you think? Do you think if they just barely miss the playoffs, you think he still hangs around or no?
No.
Hollis blowing smoke.
He's not going to get rid of him.
Nah, man. He up there blowing smoke, man.
Wow.
I don't believe that crap. He just signed the contract. You gonna get rid of him and pay him?
No, I know. I hate the thought of that.
And then see him at all the family functions.
Yeah, honestly though, be a little awkward.
Come on, man.
I don't know. Nick Knox seems to be convinced as long as the team's making the playoffs, he won't be going anywhere. But
I mean, especially if they make the playoffs,
he's definitely not.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Maybe Boone, but he's not getting rid of Cash.
They're not getting rid of Boone either,
they're not,
man.
I know the contract. You're right.
It's not even that. The strings are still in his back.
Yeah.
It's It really is. It really is terrible. This is so random, but I was just thinking about this before. How many games have you been to this year?
3 Yankee games and 2 Met games.
Yeah. I think
that's sick.
I've been to, I think 6.
That's sick.
Six.
It's not even enough. I live
better than nothing.
Games.
Oh yeah, good point. You're kind of way more in proximity.
I literally can walk to Yankee Stadium. Like
how long is the walk?
10-15 minutes.
You should be going every other day. What's going on?
If it was possible, I would. But time, But listen, man. First of all, I don't know about this shit. I probably wouldn't be wasting my money, but yeah, man, it's right there. Like that's why, you know, when we do functions, like the last function we had, was it April 2nd? It was the Chiefs' birthday. We had the second Yankee outing, and we was in the suite. We was in Suite 6.
Wow, that must have been nuts.
It was sick, man.
Yeah.
Actually, I know he's not listening, but I'm gonna just shout him out anyway. Mike. He works for the Yankees. He's a company member. He helped us out and stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. We everywhere. Like, you know, we worldwide. We everywhere. But so yeah, he kind of like set that up, and we was in the suite and all of that. And that was the first game we went to, and it was crazy. Unfortunately, that was the first Volpe. No, that was Volpe's first hit, actually.
Okay.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it was sick, bro. It was really one. Oh, and Jim Loritz came in there too.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
he used to be one of my favorite players.
Yeah,
that big home run in the World Series.
We got pictures with him. He signed our poster. He's a pretty cool dude. And then Danny V, dude looks like Bernie Williams. Like that's why we call him Bernie.
That's awesome.
Really?
And we was like, yo, we need to make it official. Like, does he look like your old teammate? He was like, yo, what are you doing? Like he was like, yo, what are you doing? Like everybody said, Rick Dave said it. Yo, he really does. I said, yo. So, yo, my man, Bernie Williams, son. You dead look like Bernie Williams. So, shout out Bernie, man. But yeah.
That's awesome. And I always say, I mean, you can't beat going to a Yankee game, especially when times are good. You know the crowd's going to be into it.
It was still early, so, you know, everything was juiced up still.
I was so excited. I went to 2 of the first 3 games of the year. It was their opening day, and then I was there this Sunday against the Giants.
Wow.
It was awesome.
So you went to the... Did I go to this?
I think Burrito was the Sunday game.
I went to the second game. That was the Saturday.
Oh, you went to the game we lost. The second game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, with a drag.
Yeah. No, that was tough. But yeah, I love going to the games. Love going to the playoff games.
We do. You know, what else are we talking about? Let's get off the Yankees.
Oh, you're tired of being sad?
Whoa.
It's depressing, man.
Okay, we'll get off of it, but just to kind of wrap them up. You know, obviously they do start the series tonight.
Tennis
in the. I was actually watching yesterday. We'll talk about that, but against the Angels, Severino, Griffin, Canning. What do you think we're gonna see later? Honestly,
for what?
Yankees tonight. Severino's been terrible. 7.38 ERA this year. Offense looked decent in the Rockies series, but obviously, you got the altitude helping you out a little bit.
We just gotta hope Severino don't go out there and get shelled, man.
I think he's gonna pitch all right. I think he will. The Angels aren't that great.
Because if he gets shelled, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. But I think listen, I don't want to resign him. I've said it from day one. You can't trust him in the playoffs. But just for this season, I think he can at least get back to be like a 3-4 starter.
See, but that's the problem, man. They always, just like you said, they see that. Okay, let's keep him along. Oh, we could probably get him for the cheap too. That's what that's what they do.
I will be shocked if they resign him. No way.
Huh? You think he could get his stuff back and we getting him for less? Ooh.
You really think they're gonna resign him?
I'm telling you, man, I won't be surprised. I'll just be sitting there like, yeah, man, this is the Yankees now. Here we go. I'm telling every year now, I just up another 162. Are we making the playoffs? All right, cool. Who we playing? All right, we barely made it by Cleveland. Oh, God. What are we doing? Then who we play after Cleveland?
Astros.
We got the bye. And I'm like, we get swept. We look horrendous. Judge got one hit that whole series.
Right.
And if he ain't hitting the ball, nobody else is doing it.
But the reason why I felt optimistic, even though I know there's a lot of holes to fill, is that he is due to have a crazy postseason. So it's just like, as is some of the other guys. So it's just, I feel like if you could just get there and
Mike told me you was very hopeful.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I might be here to set you back a little.
Listen, I know,
Tony. We got to get this man a realistic stick. I mean, my goodness.
I'm never gonna be negative, Nancy. I can't.
I'm not being negative, bro. I'm just letting you know what it is.
In general, and believe me, I get it. It's a bad state, but I do think I like the fact that Praz is in this lineup, and I like the fact too.
I hope
this
he stays there too.
Like that game yesterday. No, and I really think he's gonna, especially because I think he's gonna hit. He looked pretty good in limited action before.
And then especially like you said, if we plan on building with these young guys, why not start those? You know what I mean? Get those.
But even Hal himself, this is why you know he's okay. Hal said that's our future middle infield, Peraza and Volpe.
But see what? So why they? Oh, okay, yeah.
Glaber.
I say, why the hell are you gonna have him at third base then? But I guess you need to.
But it's nice that he could play
because they can't put LeMahieu's.
He's good, but I honestly think they're gonna take 2 out of 3 from LA, and that's the minimum that they should do. But I really do think they're going to. What do you think?
I hope so. They better because we need these wins, man.
I think tonight
we need every win. To be honest with you,
Severino can shut down this offense. All they have is Ohtani.
And Boston is right behind us. Damn. Excuse my language, man. I'm trying not to curse, even though we can, but I hate that team. So, you know, as you know, I know you should too. But I can't believe who the hell is on that team? And they damn near right behind us. You realize that?
Oh no, I realize it.
That's disgusting.
But that's not. I don't think that's sustainable, though. Honestly, I really don't. Man, James Paxton's been throwing 6 scoreless innings. That's not gonna happen down the stretch.
Like I said, can we talk about something? Damn Yankees.
Last thing I just want to know on the Yankees. Do they win tonight and do they win the series?
Yes, they win tonight and they win the series too. I don't think they might not win straight like boom boom.
Yeah,
but I think they'll win tonight
and then Wednesday
they'll have a layoff somehow tomorrow and then boom they'll take the
Wednesday.
next game.
And
they need to. But see, that's their problem. I'd rather them win the first 2 and then like the last game is like, you know what, it's a giveaway.
Or just have a
even though
sweep.
you need every win.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But
if Rodon starting on Wednesday, dude.
If you have it to where you like, you know what, we ain't dying for wins. Like if you're the Rays per se, whatever. Like you ain't gotta be sitting dying to win every game. I think these 2, especially if I win the first 2 and I can rest whoever. That's why we need the rest people. What are you resting people for, bro?
Yeah, you're the most
oh my god,
you have a nice resting system.
What are we doing? What K called it? Rest roulette.
Yeah,
I mean it's sad that you got
it's embarrassing. Just
shows
like
making
McKinney and Franchi
with the wheel sign and all of that. I said this is embarrassing. And then when Boone was on, who's resting today? I'm just like, this is goddamn shame, man.
Yeah.
It's Donaldson. You keep his ass on the bench.
And then before I ask Tony what he thinks, Sevy, yay or nay tonight? Decent or no?
Angels. Ohtani gonna be in the lineup?
Yeah,
probably DHing. Yeah, dude.
Fucking problem. He might give up 2 to Ohtani just himself. That boy been hot.
Everyone else
he
though
smacked the home run last night. That game was crazy last night.
I watched the first part of it.
The
Angels? Yes, right. I was watching
that game was crazy. Yeah. It's Ohtani kind of hot, so
those jerseys they were wearing last night were sick,
those was pretty nice.
You're saying
too.
Another mediocre performance.
I'm saying he gives up probably like at least 4 runs.
Yeah, Ohtani had a dinger last night, 1 for 4.
Yeah, man,
2 runs.
That thing went deep too.
Yeah.
Just missed one in the first.
I say 4 runs. He gives up 4 runs. He probably is in for like 6 innings. He probably gonna have at least, I would say 7-8 Ks. He probably gonna give up at least 6 hits, 6-7 hits.
But you're saying we're gonna win though?
I hope so. 4 runs is you can't even score 2 some nights, bro.
Yeah. Griffin Canning, I mean, he's 4.62 here. I know the other guys had worse ERAs, but at least he's not like some dominant pitcher. So
we've been hitting bad pitching. So as long as that, keeps going, you'll be all right. But Sevy gotta man the mound. If he don't, we're done. We're clipped.
But yeah, I think
as long as he's giving up jacks, we're done. If he could keep the ball in the park, would be all right.
I think he's gonna be all right. I think he'll give up like 2 runs over 6. I think they win tonight, win 2 out of 3, like you said. Maybe not tomorrow, but then on Wednesday. What do you think, Tony?
Tony, a Met fan, he don't care.
No, I do care a little bit, honestly. I've always been, a New York supporter, obviously. Although the Yankee fans make it really tough to root for the Yankees, but. I don't know, man. I just feel like I think Sevy gets kind of popped tonight, honestly. But I feel like Herman, I mean, he's been pitching so well as long as Boone isn't pulling him.
Severino's pitching
tomorrow.
Oh,
Herman's pitching, right?
No, I'm saying Herman's
you're thinking just tonight? Like you asked me the whole series as a whole.
I was saying tonight and then the series.
Oh yeah, so Sevy gets popped. They lose tonight.
Okay, I got you.
Herman pitches well tomorrow, and then Rodon pitches pretty decent too. I mean, the Angels lineup is pretty manageable. I think.
Yeah. Hunter Renfroe.
I mean, yeah, there's a couple guys you have to worry about. I think Moustakas homered last night. Actually, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not.
He's in the Maxwell trade for him, and you'll be pissed. Honestly.
Probably.
That team. If you looked at them last night, man,
the Angels,
bats were swinging, bro. And if Sevy out there throwing lollipops,
if Sevy's gonna get popped,
we're gonna have a problem.
I think they would have an issue against Herman and Rodon. So give me Yankees take 2 out of 3 here.
All right.
So so we lose tonight.
Yeah,
and then we take the next.
Their bats got to come though, because I think Sandoval's pitching tomorrow. I think right for the Angels.
That's why we need to win tonight.
We should be able to sweep the Angels. Honestly, we might.
You should be able to. Yeah,
this
sure.
Guy got some
Peraza had a couple hits. Chase for 28, like you said.
Man, listen.
I wish, honestly,
that's
Lonnie,
a long chase, man. We've been running a couple blocks now.
I'm a little jealous. I feel like
they turning into miles, baby.
I feel like you can handle it better than me. Like it really bothers me, like how they've been playing this year, the stretch they've been going through. But I feel like you're kind of almost to the point where you're over it. You're hoping for the best.
I'm not over. I just be chilling, man. I don't be letting I don't lose no sleep because they stink. Like I just, man, I look at the games and I was like, well, they lost.
Yeah,
it depends though. Like losing to the Rockies, it's stuff like that that kind of upset me. I'm like, what are we doing?
So why
are we losing to these bad? Like when I called tough. In. And when I messaged, I'm like, yo, we lose to bad teams, and we like the Rangers. The fact that we held the Rangers, to no one game, we held them to no runs.
Yeah,
and then
we were watching that game for my birthday party,
and then we held
the home run to Garcia in the 10th, and that was brutal.
And then I'm just like, yo, how are we beating these teams like this? How are we pitching against these teams with better bats? But then these garbage teams, we can't do nothing. It's like, yo, that's honestly frustrating. Yeah. And I just be like, I'll be like, I can't let this, you know what I mean? I wake up, I listen to Dave and Rick, and that's what calms me down, to be honest with you. I'd be like, yo, these guys are too hilarious.
Yeah, no, I mean, they are. It's still just tough for me to let it go. Unfortunately, I just want 28 so bad that it's like,
yeah, man. I mean, trust me, I want that too, but I ain't in, you know.
Yeah, and I love, like football and stuff, but.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, Mike told me. He gave me the rundown. The Yankees is number one to you. I know.
Yeah. What's number one for you?
You got some Yankee drills right now?
What's number one for you?
Probably got Yankee blankets and all of that other stuff.
Oh yeah, the whole comfort. Yeah, the pillowcases.
Number one for me, team wise, it's the Yankees, man. But I don't let it. It don't hinder me, man. It's just like. Like I said, 2017, after that, I was done. I was just like, not done, but I was just like, oh my God, now we got to go through this whole again. And then ever since then, it's just like, ugh.
No, believe me, I think it's been rough. I think it's been real tough to take, but
it's the injuries to me, man. Like I said, if we didn't have those, I think we definitely would have won at least. Within this last 6-year time frame, we could have probably won at least 1 or 2. It's just the injuries don't allow you to build up to what your team rapport can be in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So if you never get to that point, you're done. You're toast.
But you know what's tough though? Despite that though, we still should have hit better, regardless.
That too. That's also listen, man.
Like it hit anything too. I'm talking just singles. Yeah. It's tough enough to do that.
But see, you say that, but. We all know what the Yankees' approach is once they get to the bat. Is if we're not putting this ball over the fence, then we're not doing anything. That's the issue, man. Hopefully, like I said, with this change now, it looked like it might have, you know what I mean? They putting the bat on the ball.
They are.
Hopefully, the approach is different now where they're not just trying to swing for the fences and just, if you don't gotta hit grand slams to get these 3 other guys in
100%.
Here. You could literally hit a double and all 3 of them could come in. So it's just like it makes absolutely no sense what they be doing. And that to me, like I said, I just get frustrated and I just don't let it get to me. I just be like, you know what? Whatever, man. There's another game tomorrow.
Yeah. Well,
I just hope they don't stink tomorrow.
No, I really don't think they're gonna stink tonight. I really don't.
What do you think Severino's gonna do?
I think he's gonna pitch 6 innings. give up 6 hits, 2 runs, and he's going to strike out 9.
And the offense?
So almost
the
like
offense,
line,
I think,
kinda.
will score 6 or 7 runs. I
Wow.
think Peraza will have 2 hits. I think Volpe will have 2 hits. And I think Stanton will have probably 3 hits, a home run. He'll be starting in the field. I mean, that's one thing, Tony, we've talked about so many times. Like yesterday, them going back to putting him a designated hitter.
Mhm.
Like, is it not one of the dumbest things you've seen? The constant, we know he can't hit as a DH, but we're going to put him there anyway.
Right. And it's again, it's so weird because the man struggles there. And like Lonnie, you were saying, the guy looks stiff.
Yeah.
You know, probably because he sits in the dugout for half the game.
Right.
You know, like there's no way he's staying loose.
You know what? I never really thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be out there. You got to be moving around.
Damn,
But but now you're every time you watch the game, and
I know
he's
I liked you for a
DH
reason.
and he's 0 for 4, 0 for 5, you're gonna think of that because it's just we see it every time. I mean, 4 games in a row, you hit a home run in the field, and then you're gonna start him at DH.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony might. Yo, damn, Tony, you might be right about that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, it's the same thing as saying his juices is flowing because he's in the field. But now that you put it in the other aspect of he might be stiff because he's been sitting in the dugout for da-da-da-da-da. It's just like, damn, I didn't think about it like that. So, yeah, you might be right because it's like swinging. It's like B swinging a golf club.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
My goodness.
It's just so crazy though, because I feel like something like that. I mean, how does we got another caller coming in?
Here we go.
But it's like, how does Boone how do they not see this?
Of
you know,
course. No, it's too easy.
It's too easy. What's up? Yeah, hello. You're live on the sports bar. What's your name? What do you want to talk about?
It's good. It's Kev, the company. Shout out the company.
What's going on, Kev?
What's going on,
Kev? Shout out.
What's goody?
Where you at, bro? Why you sound like that?
Kevin, because I'm for somebody to come from my work, but you know, Paul, I'm a big hater, and I'm not gonna lie, but like when both Mets think he's do good because it makes it feel good, but man, they both stink this year.
That's
you
a
ain't
fact.
lying, bro.
Like, I want to be like a Royals fan right now. It's terrible.
Oh my God, that might be worse.
Get
bro.
a nice Zach Greinke jersey.
Yeah, right. No jersey. No jersey for me except Mets jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we could count on the Mets, but I think the Yankees will make the playoffs this year. So at least there's something, no?
Nah, none of them are making a playoff this year.
Ooh.
I don't even think if Judge comes back in the playoffs.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like, though, this is their worst stretch of the year. Better times are ahead.
Okay, I mean, yeah, better times. But everyone thinks when Judge comes, better times are ahead. But I think they're going to be too back for that.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to agree with that one, dude.
Interesting how you agree with that one, Tony.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, the Mets, the Mets are doing the same thing. I mean, they're saying like, oh, like we are gonna do better. We know we can do this. We just don't know when. And I feel like that's what. But it's the
difference
same
is
thing, dude.
Oswald
Yankees.
I'm excited about Peraza. I'm telling you, he's gonna be a difference maker.
What else you got, Kev?
Yeah.
I just want to call in, Tate, give you a shout, give the show a shout out. You know.
Yeah,
He's
man.
doing big things.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you,
Kev. We here,
appreciate
baby.
it. Shout out to the company.
That's guys enjoy, bro.
Thanks, Kev. Appreciate the call.
Call in again.
That's my head of tailgates right there.
Really?
Oh, okay.
So it was a good tailgate.
Well, yeah. Well, he's the head of the company tailgates.
Have you guys had a Giants or Jets tailgate?
Yeah, man.
Or other than that one, was that the?
Nah, but I think we'll definitely be there for. I was talking to Anthony and Mike about this on September. When did they play? October 29th when the Giants and Jets play, I think.
I'm not sure what.
I think they do. Well,
okay, October 29th.
I think that's when I think they do play that day.
Okay. It's just a 1:00 game?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I think I invited y'all. Because I think we're gonna be there.
Looks like October 29th. Yeah, 1:00.
Yeah.
Preseason the 26th of August.
That's the October 29th.
Yeah, right here.
My birthday.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I gotta make sure I don't have anything that day, but that would be awesome.
I'm a Scorpio.
Your calendar clear, dude.
I just know I have a couple weddings.
Yeah, man, we was
fall.
waiting for you because you out here having appointments and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm here now.
It's appointment radio or appointment TV here, man. What you doing? Come on.
Oh man, but no, I feel bad though because it's been a while. We haven't met to the vets, so
yeah,
Tony,
man. Let's talk about some Mets,
let's talk about. I mean, tough
I'm
weekend.
tired of being depressed. Let's depress Tony.
Yeah. What the fuck?
You salvaged it last night, at least, though. No.
Yeah. I mean, last night was good. I mean, if you really want to go over the whole weekend, I mean, Friday where was I? We were watching the game on Friday. I think it was at my crib, maybe.
Yeah, you were because you guys were playing Mario.
That's right.
Golf.
Yeah. I mean, they lose 6-0 to the Dodgers on game 1, and obviously, coming back from the All-Star break, you're feeling good about how they were going into the All-Star break, but then obviously Dodgers at home is a pretty big series. And Verlander, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like Verlander just did not have command of his fastball from the get-go. Again, we've seen so many of these outings where Verlander is just giving up like first inning home runs. Mm-hmm. And I mean, the first inning he thankfully didn't. But it just seems like the man does not come into games like fully ready to go. Because his first inning, like his fastball is like hitting 94 or 93. And then it takes him to the third inning where he's hitting like 96, 97. And he's giving up hits left and right. And because his fastball just doesn't work, goes to the curveball a little bit more. But obviously, Dodgers lineup, I mean, brutal. I mean, they're lethal. And it's just like, he's trying to pitch around certain batters like Freeman or Betts, and he just ends up walking them. Or even who's their young outfielder? Outman. That guy, he had a great series against us, but
he struggled for a while. And now he's
really picking it up.
Really hot start.
Yeah, and again, talk about bringing in young players. Like Dodgers.
What a concept.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Estevan Florial in his 21 home runs. Why would we want that in the majors, right?
Let's keep talking about the Yankees, though. Let's keep talking about the Yankees, Brian.
Well, no, wait, Mauricio.
Mauricio. You see what I deal with?
Jesus Christ.
Because they don't want to bring him up, dude. Honestly, I don't know why.
But it's idiotic.
It really is idiotic. Because you could use, again, like talk about having a lack of offense. The Mets had, I think, 2 hits in this game. 1 hit. They had 1 registered hit in this game.
But at least you have Vogel back.
I mean, dude, oh my God. He's
I tell you what ain't
so
getting
much,
work,
bro.
The local batting cages due to these damn teams. Because my goodness,
I don't understand.
Both stink.
Dude, and it's like
they need to get out of the cages in the stadium and probably go to actual ones. Maybe they get back to the, the juices flowing. Because
I mean, I understand the Dodgers are a good team; they're a great organization, but they have struggled in terms of like having pitchers healthy, even their bullpen. I mean,
or just all season.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not running away.
No, they're not.
The National League this year.
Yeah, exactly. They're not.
Keep blowing.
And it's like you get
Kershaw.
1 hit, dude. Kershaw's. I mean, it's unbelievable, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, 1 hit is just totally unacceptable. And that came off of, I think the one hit came off of Urias. I forget how to pronounce his name, but Urias, right?
Urias.
Urias. He went 6 innings, even 1 hit, and then you get 3 bullpen guys. You can get 1 hit off of them. 2 of them have an ERA that's over 5, and you have absolutely nothing in like the back half of the game. So I don't really blame Verlander, I guess, that much for giving up that many. I think Ottavino gave up a run. Drew Smith gave up 2 in the 9th, and then Verlander gave up 3 over 5 innings. So, but again, like Verlander, I mean, you're looking at him and like his pitch counts at well over 100 by the 5th inning. He's just not efficient. Is really his issue. And of course, the Dodgers lineup is probably some of the best competition he's going to get. But still, you'd expect someone of his caliber, the money you're paying for, to perform. And that was a big start where he did not perform for you.
That was the first game too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved
it. Saturday
coming off the All-Star break, you're expecting a lot better than that.
I know you're well rested. Like, how do you not? Again, it's so odd to me because you think like, yeah, he's another year older. He needs extra days of rest. But again, it just seems like he comes into games and it takes him like 2 innings to really start like getting his pitches.
That's probably why Houston said bye-bye.
Probably.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the fact too that he's 40, and then you're going to pay him $40 million,
or
whatever. I mean, it's
I'm sure that played a major part, but I think they seen the slippage. They say,
I mean, again, I don't know. As much as I am disappointed with Verlander this season, I don't know. I don't really knock the Mets for picking him up.
I don't either,
because it was a tough. I mean, they knew DeGrom was leaving, so it's like they had to do something.
And you would
have
expected maybe he wasn't going to match last year, but he would be a lot better than.
Exactly. You definitely had higher expectations for him.
At least Verlander's still on the field.
I was going to say.
Is sitting in the IR bench.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that.
It's such a travesty,
like,
honestly.
It seems like
horrible.
Like already that deal's done. He pitched, what, 3 starts and then
literally
paid?
I know. He's getting mad money, bro.
But I don't get
ridiculous.
Why is it?
My son is paid in a hospital bed.
Why did they say they don't think he's
going
to pitch like next year too? Like, why does he need that much time to come back?
Dude, I don't know.
It's the second time he had Tommy.
Yeah, but is the recovery supposed to be longer? Like, I don't know.
They can't rush him back.
Time. But I feel like a year should be enough.
Yeah, it should be. But I think there's more wrong with him. Dude.
Okay.
Because,
other ligaments.
Yeah, it has to be because again, like when he was on the Mets getting MRIs, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him, bro. MRI shows nothing. X-rays are negative. Literally. And he comes back in, the guy lasts 2 innings and is hurt or something. Like, how do you not? And there was so many different ailments too. It was like, oh, his scap is bothering him. Now it's his shoulder or it's forearm tightness. It's like something weird was going on where they couldn't figure it out.
Leave it up to DeGrom. Sandy was lying that whole time.
Bro. Honestly, dude. Absolutely. But
Sandy don't know what he's talking about.
Definitely not. But Saturday, I mean, the Mets dropped game 2 on Saturday, 5-1. Kadai Senga was on the mound on Saturday.
Pitched all right.
He pitched actually really well, and he's someone who, again, like, I think coming into the league, there was they talked about the adjustments he had to make coming into the MLB.
Mr. 6 days.
Mr. Extra days rest. Mr. The ball is bigger. In the MLB, which is pretty crazy. I didn't know that, honestly, but
his hands is just so small.
Yeah, it could be. But he was someone who kind of again had that adjustment period, but I think people started really keying on that forkball. And I think the past couple of starts that Senga's done well, you've seen him really have his fastball occasion.
I still can't believe he ended up being an all-star.
I know, it's crazy.
He was doing so bad, and then all of a sudden he's an all-star.
Yeah.
Then he's had a couple good starts in a row. It's kind of remarkable.
Again, like the man has found his fastball. So having that, and then mixing in that forkball was really the right formula for him. Where his first few starts, it was all forkball, like every pitch, and obviously,
they pick up on
that. They
got these iPads and all that in the thing. I don't know.
Any type of tell,
and they'll be able, they'll be able to recognize that pitch coming and be able to anticipate it. I mean, it's definitely. Certainly a different league over here.
He was getting smoked earlier.
Yeah. Too. Oh, he would last 4 innings.
And then that's why he was probably walking a lot because he was trying to not.
He's trying to pitch around.
Throw it,
pitch around guys
in that lane.
Yeah. So again, like that was totally fine in terms of his start.
Game did Beatty have the little?
That was this game right here. I'm going to talk about it. Brutal time.
Ooh.
And that's pretty interesting because.
Oh yeah.
So Beatty in like.
Wait, can we pull it up?
Yeah.
Like of all the bad things we've seen this year, I don't think we've seen that. Wow.
Boston was doing this a lot. Was it like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
They stunk.
Or how about how Colorado did it yesterday and we still couldn't win? They gave us 4 runs like that.
Jeez, man. Oh my God, that was gross.
Tony, were you watching it live when it happened?
Oh, is it right here? No, thank God I wasn't. Jesus. So let me bring it up here.
Would you say most embarrassing play you've seen since you started watching the Mets or no?
Since I started watching the Mets?
Yeah.
It's definitely got to be up there, dude. In terms of
up
most
there with
embarrassing play.
Agbayani tossing it into the stands.
Oh my God, dude.
Yo, Anthony's a wizard with this.
Yeah, he
is. He just did.
He is. Yeah.
Yo, shout outs to him, bro.
So here we're gonna have. I believe this is Muncy up here. He's gonna have a nice fly. Nice pop out to third base.
Grant Hartwig.
Grant Hartwig, who's been doing well.
Not this game.
Honestly, no, not this game. But oh my God, dude, so classic. Like, dude, can't track it. It bounces in your face, and then after that, I mean, we've seen so many times a poor fielding play like that, and the pitcher just absolutely implodes. And that was exactly what happened. Look, 2 hits to left field, brings some runners in.
That
dude,
happen though? Like,
brutal.
Do you think the pitcher just loses confidence in himself?
I don't know. It must be a mental thing, but again, you see it so many times too. I almost just had a call. I guess they stopped calling in, but you see so many times too when you see a bullpen guy come in who's been doing so well, he just walks the first batter, implodes. And I think it's just one little thing that gets them off their game. And then it's a slippery slope, dude.
Too.
But you can't give the other team 4 outs to 3 for an inning.
Yeah, you really can't. And then, I mean, Grant Hartwig, too, is a young player. You know, like that's something he probably hasn't really experienced a lot. Yeah. And definitely not in the majors.
That'll mess up your
yeah, dude, definitely.
Your chakras and all of that while you're on that mound.
Oh, yeah, totally different energy now, dude. Yeah. And, you know, again, like you hate to put one play and one player on a loss. Because it's not like, again, like the Mets had so much opportunity to score in this game.
No runs.
They didn't have the offense going, right? And again, like, yeah, it was that one mistake for an out, but and then Grant Hartwig started giving up the runs. So yeah, you can play like, oh, well, you know, if Beatty made that out, like maybe the runs wouldn't come. But regardless, you know, the Mets weren't hitting, but still, that is a brutal mistake by Beatty. And, you know, Beatty, you know, we traded away Escobar, and I know Escobar sucked and everything, but we traded away Escobar because Beatty was becoming a better defender at third base. Because his bat really has kind of suffered a lot recently.
Escobar was getting hot, and they said, "Bye-bye."
Dude, he kind of, but it wasn't like
it was a good move to get rid of.
It was a good move to get rid of.
Yeah.
You had to.
But it is tough to see like now, like Brett Beatty is kind of like, dude, you gotta like figure it out.
But I think though the situation that they're in, you gotta just play him. Let him take his lumps. It's the same thing with bullpen. Yeah, you're not gonna send him down.
Yeah, no, you really can't.
Send him down. He's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, we talked about it so many times, especially with the young players. They make mistakes. You have to keep them up and let them figure it out.
Too bad our organization don't know nothing about that.
I know, but still, I mean, Beatty. Listen, I'm getting kind of tight on him because his bat just has not been coming around.
So you want to send him down?
No, I don't want to send him down yet. But I'm just saying, dude, he's on a short leash now.
Okay.
For sure. And that's pretty interesting because
I have B over here, right, and make a wish list of Cashman over here. Play the young players, please.
There was
but it's so easy, Lonnie. You know it. I know we can't stop going back to the Yankees. I get it.
No, yeah, we can.
But it's so easy to do.
I'm busting your balls now, man. Make a wish. Oh, Cashman, please play them. Man, he ain't gonna do that, man.
But why does he have to be an idiot? Why can't
I'm telling you, until they really out, I don't think he ain't Peraza unless Donaldson's officially done.
But if Perez is on fire enough, they can't.
They should, but they won't.
No.
If we keep him up here, you know what? We're gonna lose a year worth that. Blah blah. Like, man, who cares, man?
Tony, care about that. Though the state of their offense this year. If he's literally on fire for like a month and then Donaldson's healthy, they're not going to send him down. If he's actually producing, because nobody is producing. Like I just feel like there's no way that they could send him back down.
No.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I feel like there's been so many times where like, oh, dude, like they're not. I just feel like they got some type of hard on for Donaldson. I don't know what it is.
So, you know, it's Cashman just wants to be like, I told you guys.
Yeah.
Like if he hits 10 home runs in September,
dude, it's not gonna happen.
No,
it's just not.
In September, please,
please, dude. Honestly.
Please, he'd be a frozen stiff by then.
Let's get to this last game on Sunday, though. Finally, you know, the Mets do get a win. Bobby Miller,
did you watch any of this?
I did. I watched probably the last, I don't know. I mean, I know after the fourth inning on, I think I watched.
So the limited spots that you saw Miller, what did you think?
I think he looked great. I really did. Like super impressive.
Yeah.
Again, like young pitcher, so he got into some jams, you know, like as pitchers do. But I think it seemed like he reacted kind of well, and he was so pissed when he got taken out. Like honestly, I thought he was like gonna throw a little tantrum. He was tight, dude.
Did he drop an F-bomb? Could you tell?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. He was like, fucking kidding me like that, dude. Like it was. But it was great to see that type of drive from him. Only 77 pitches. Got taken out in the fifth inning after I think he gave up I think it was a fly out, honestly. And there was one out with two men on.
The timing of
I'm telling you, man.
Robertson losing it, dude. Honestly, like he not good, dude. Not good.
Wow, I think 77 pitches.
I know.
And he's throwing smoke.
And he's a baby,
dude.
Yeah,
he is, dude.
24, I think. If that.
He's 24
yet. Like, what are we doing?
No, literally. I mean, I would have kept him in there too. Of course, you know, it ended up working out. I think it's actually kind of funny. They brought in Gratterall, and when like first pitch, I think like Vogelback swung on it, flew out, end of the inning, whatever. So
okay, so
it kind of helped, I suppose. But Miller probably would have gotten that out too. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But I'm not here to talk about the Dodgers. Okay, I'm here to talk about the Mets.
But he would be a nice pitcher for the Mets.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, of course. Dude.
No, isn't it? What a concept, developing a starting pitcher,
dude. Getting a pitcher that's not 40 years old, like that's so crazy.
Paying him $40 million.
Paying him a lot of money.
At least Quintana's coming back
this week. I think he makes a start. against the White Sox. I'm pretty sure. But again, looking at this game,
video?
Yeah, maybe, dude. But looking at this game, they won 2-1. So obviously, again, another game where the Mets really did not hit that well. But obviously hitting the clutch, seeing Guillorme in the 10th inning to come up pretty big. He actually had a pretty solid game. He was working the field. Guillorme for me is a great utility player. I really enjoy him. Of course, his bat doesn't always come around a lot, but that guy, you can put him at short, at second, at third. And he just kind of just grits his teeth and he plays well. So he's a good utility player to have.
Maybe he gets moved for something at the deadline if things go
again.
further south.
I don't know. I'm so confused because it seems like that the Mets doubled down and said they're not selling players at the trade deadline. So it's like I don't understand.
Crap.
You right?
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't understand what the Mets are going to end up doing. If they're not down. I don't know, dude. I just think they gotta sell. They gotta sell.
15 games under 500 at the trade deadline. There's no way they don't sell.
I know you have to. I feel like even now you still kind of have to, dude. You're 7 games under. Obviously this stretch coming up, leading up to the trade deadline, is gonna be big. But overall, a gutsy win. Having Scherzer on the mound, throwing again another pitcher who struggled with his fastball, locating it, and struggled with his slider at some point. And it was actually pretty interesting because Cohen was talking about how Scherzer was kind of resorting to his off-speed pitches just to kind of limit the amount of work on his arm and help with his length. But he was saying how a lot of times these pitchers who throw a lot of off-speed pitches who had once relied on their fastball then end up losing their location on the fastball just because they're used to throwing all these off-speed pitches, which I guess kind of makes sense. And then once Scherzer didn't have his fastball on, he was getting popped, it seemed. So a great start for him, especially to have that length, 7 innings. Again, I feel like it never, rarely do I hear or see a Mets pitcher, starting pitcher at least, going 7 innings, 6 innings.
Yeah, but your record is crazy when y'all do, though.
I think we're I don't know,
20-something and
12. Yeah, something like that. Nah,
it's
2, dude.
Think about all the games that they've
I'm about to say it's I think they 26 and 12 or something like that when y'all go more
probably
than 6.
It's around there. Yeah.
That's a good thing, and that's why they be pushing them. But man, they be imploding before they get to the 4th.
And again, I feel like every start, I hear murmurs of Scherzer battling with something.
His whole Met tenure.
He's just I've been pushing through an oblique strain. Yeah, my shoulder's been kind of bothering me, but I'm gonna push through it.
With Scherzer, not to cut you off, I think the pitch clock is messing him up too, man.
It could be.
But the funny thing is, he was the main culprit behind it at the beginning during that whole
when they're
shutout, whatever. Not a whole shutout, that little baby shutout they had.
Yeah,
that crap was. Scherzer was really massaging this whole pitch clock thing. Now I think it's starting to mess him up because
I think so.
It's not giving him that time to really settle in to what he wants to do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that might be why why he's been getting shelled, or why his fastball's not in the right lane, things of that nature. I think that's why I think they said they might change it. They wanted to do it in the playoffs, which would be stupid. But once again, baseball can't get out their own freaking way. If they want to they probably might switch it the next year where I think each clock is going to be 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So instead of the 15 where there's nobody on base, it's going to be 20 and 20.
Okay.
Which is 5 seconds more, might not be a lot, but who knows?
I got another call coming in. Let's go, dude. The company's hot today, baby.
Who's that?
All right, you're live on the Sports Report. What's your name? What do you want to talk about?
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. Who is this?
This is Anthony Brandon. This is the Chief.
Yo, Chief, what's good, boy?
How much was up, my
What's going on? Shout out to the company. This is the Chief right here.
Shout out to me, baby.
It's the man on the grill.
All right, what do you want to talk about today?
I was just watching you guys. My man looking excellent.
Yeah, he really is today.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah.
No, but I just wanted to talk. I wanted to talk Yankees as well.
Oh, of course.
Oh boy, here we go.
What do we got?
So I want to talk about the downfall of the New York Yankees. I'm gonna go all the way back to 2009. So I'm going to drop knowledge on people that most people don't even know. So 2009, obviously he's won the World Series. Fantastic. What they don't know is what preceded before that. So we signed a lot of free agents here and stuff, one of them being Mark Teixeira. Mark Teixeira turned around a couple of days before we signed him. Ashman was all like, "Oh, you know, we're not involved, we're not interested, not getting." So turned around and signing him. We won the World Series, fantastic. But going along with signing him, we had to give away a compensation pick because he was a restricted agent. It happened to be the fourth pick that the following draft. Same pick that the Los Angeles had Mike Trout. Three spots where we actually had a pick. This is like, think about what our history would be right now if we take Teixeira. We would have been able to take Trout because it was highly scouted, obviously, and everybody loved him, and the Yankees were big on him, and then they turned around, made that deal for Teixeira, and then we ended up losing Trout because of it.
Yo, and the only thing I can say about that, man, is we could have had Trout with all them damn injuries too, bro. like other than that, I hear what you're saying. We could have had one of the greatest players in history. You know what I mean, but damn, son, that also comes with those injuries he came with too, man. So who knows? Like, I hear where you coming from, but oh man, if you think about it, it's just like.
And you wouldn't have had him in 09. You might not have won the title. I mean, Teixeira was big in 09.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if the Yankees win without him. You know, so
I don't know, man.
But on the backside of it, think about it. Yeah, we won that 09 World Series, which is awesome. You know what I mean? Like, the time that you're going, because how many people that I know that are Mets fans have never been alive to watch Mets win the World Series? Which is not about them. You know what I mean? But like something that I was fortunate enough to see multiple times. But the fact is that when you turn around and think about it, he had a fantastic year for 2009. What did he do afterwards? He ended up having that wrist problem that ultimately pretty much just took him out of the whole situation. Like, he was hurting us, he was helping us.
Yeah, they moved him to first base. Just sit on there and do nothing.
And all I can say to myself is, turn around right now, right? And you tell me you got Mike Trout, Aaron Judge on the scene, and you telling me you're not in the World Series like that?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice, but I guess
I don't know, man.
Never find out.
To me, like I said, it's the what if of it. The only thing that plays in my mind when it comes to Trout is the what if of the injuries, man.
Yeah.
Because if he came here, we would have had that.
It's a tough game to play. The what if game, you know.
But it's the injuries that they have though. Like when you turn though, his injuries are a lot like Aaron Judge's. It's something like, oh, I went down the first and then I pulled a hammer or something like that. Running into walls, having to make plays and like that. And that's
true.
All the time.
That is true.
You know what I mean? And you really downfall a player because of the fact they leave 150% on the field every game.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's
a good call, and I ain't gonna hold you, man. Why the hell you don't make calls like this to the show? What's wrong with you?
Hey, listen, you gotta leave some of the good for the other guys. You know?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But yeah, man, you make a salient point. It's just like I said, man. I don't know, man. It would be great to think about. Yeah, you would have had Trout, you would have had Judge, and then who knows, some of those other baby bombers that we would have possibly still would have had the juice the way they were still on the team. But it's just like, damn, man. It always comes back to those injuries with me, man. And we already deal with them all the time now. So it's just like, to have we already have technically one of the greatest players to ever play the game, put the pinstripes on. But to have two of them and be going through the same struggles that the Angels is going through, man, I'll be like, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah, but the only thing is Trout up until I guess last year, I mean, he was, or even 2 years before, whatever, like he wasn't really injured for like the first 10 plus years of his career. So we would have
seen some years. Oh, yeah. Anthony, thank you for the call, Chief. Love you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, call in anytime. We appreciate the call, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
Great call.
Yeah, that was.
What is this? Just because we didn't hear him hang up, Tony, it sounds like he's still on.
No,
I know he's not, but like, you know what I mean? Just because usually you hear the like when Michael signs off.
No. Right. Oh yeah, because I hung up on him. That's why I went to.
Gotcha.
Where did Michael go? He went to Alien. He went to Elm Street 4 or something.
Yeah. Honestly, maybe, dude. I don't know.
Disappeared.
All right, so I guess
I can give him a call right now. We can really grill him about it.
But Tony, I mean, you look at this. What is it? 10 years of his career. I mean, I guess 9 of them were full seasons, right?
Yeah, basically.
He's healthy.
And I mean, that front 9 would have been great.
Right? I know, right? I mean, honestly.
Oh, but look at it. 2017. Imagine if he was on our 2017 team. We easily would have won the World
Leading the
Series.
league in everything.
Yeah, but who would we not have had though? It would have definitely.
I know.
That would have hindered some of our pitching more than likely.
Teixeira. He retired.
I'm about to say, what do you?
Or actually, wait, Teixeira.
I mean, it's just so tough to play that what if game. I mean, you're never gonna know.
No,
you're never gonna know. It's
but
you know.
Ant had us thinking about it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why it's a good call, man.
Yeah, that's very true.
With the Yankees, you had them thinking. There was a lot of people that had them thinking about Harper, Trout,
Machado.
Oh,
Arenado.
Arenado. It still could get Arenado now.
But now you get injured.
Discount. Like I said, what I say, discount. That's what he do. Marshall's in Burlington Co-Factory. And listen, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I got some nice pieces for Marshall's in Burlington Co-Factory.
Yeah, you can do that. You gotta be smart about it.
Like, yo, my man, if they come with an injury toe tag, it's like, bro, nah, we good. We don't need that no more.
We're not doing it.
Because you causing the fans to lose their mind. Because it's like, yo, I love Beta. Don't get me wrong, but my man came over in a walking boot. We had to like
no, in Montas was already having shoulder
my man literally
and
Montas, that wasn't this.
And then Afro says Tommy John.
Oh my god, Montas, what a bum.
Oh wow.
It looks like we have a football fan.
Ella K,
my bull was good, baby.
Ella K. So moving on to Saquon.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me help
you. The transition. Speaking of injured players, Saquon not being injured at the moment.
First of all,
how we feel about his contract or lack thereof.
Before we get into this, I just gotta say this. Ella is like the heartbeat of the company.
Really?
I love that woman. Like
she's like the organized one.
Nah, she just will put her foot in your ass. If you fuck around.
Nice.
So that's awesome. That's great.
I love that. Yo, Ella, I love you, baby. You know that. Shout outs. But now what she say? Let me
how you think about the Saquon contract or lack thereof? She says.
Yeah, we got 19 minutes, man.
I don't think he's getting it. I think it's gonna be a tag.
It's gonna be that 359.59 ain't just literally dry type of contract. I don't understand this whole situation because it's like they cutting him off at the knees for love you too, Ella. They're cutting him off at the knees for like $3 million. Like, what are we doing?
So they want to give him 14. He wants 17.
No. They want to be cheap. Basically, the two franchise tags would equal up to basically like 21 million.
Mm-hmm.
I think what Saquon is pretty much asking for, I don't want to speak for the man, but it's probably like 22 million. They giving him, I think they offered him like 19. Like, can't get this man $3 million?
But they offered him 19 over 2?
Yeah. But exactly.
Yeah.
But the franchise tags, he'll get more than that.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's like, what are we doing? Like that's kind of you cut him off.
But then it's a larger contract, but it's not guaranteed. Like
no, basically the 2 years would be guarantees from what I'm hearing.
And then
so it'll be 19 for nothing past that.
Okay.
And then and then if he don't sign that, it's gonna be franchise tags. And then the franchise tags, he'll basically make $2-3 million more. So why not just give him that $2-3 million in the contract? Make it easy on both of you.
With running backs, they always say just make it more money for a shorter period of time. 2-year deal for Saquon, I don't think it's that bad. Even
for $11 million a year, it's like, bro,
even higher. It's just 2 years.
I would think, honestly, I think he deserves more than that, but I don't think they're gonna go higher than 13, maybe.
But what's your counter?
And I think he wants it front loaded, to be honest with you.
What's your counterpoint though? If to them saying, well, we're not going to give him a contract, we're just going to make him play under the tag. Either that or he's not going to play. What do you think about that? If they do that,
I don't think Saquon is the type of dude that wouldn't play. But I mean, we all seen the Le'Veon Bell situation. That wasn't smart on his behalf.
Yeah, I don't think anybody does that again because of that.
And not exactly. And I think you can lead ways in different ways. He led the way and showed running backs like this ain't gonna work. But if you do this, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
So I think Saquon is smart enough to say like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'll take my 10 if that's the case. But like Bart has been saying, I don't know if you listen to Bart and Han, but Bart has been saying like, yo, these running backs. And when he was saying, I was sitting there like, damn, yo, I feel bad for them because it's like, yo, nobody's gonna want to play this position no more as a kid.
Right, because you just get screwed.
Yeah, you get screwed.
And the injuries.
And I want to get into this too. I was thinking about this. But what Bart is saying is like, yo, you gotta like, they're gonna have to like limit themselves. Like they're not taking 300 snaps a year. They're limited to 250. Right. And I'm sitting there thinking like, yo, you know that might be what they have to do. But then I'm sitting there also thinking like, a young kid not gonna want to play this position no more. And you know why? Because it's like they're gonna get used up in high school. They're gonna get used up in college, and then you got to play 3 years in college now. Right. That's a no ifs, ands, buts, or maybe. It's just you have to.
Yeah.
So those 3 years you get 8 up too. Right. Then you get in the league. That's another 3-4 years on your body. You getting 8 up. They done with you after that, and it's messed up because at the end of the day they still only like 27, 28 years old.
They're finished.
And you saying they toast? It's just like, yo, that's crazy. I really, I'm like, yo. And it was funny because I told my boy, I was like, yo, make sure your son don't play running back, bro. That's not the position, bro. It's not. Like, change him to wide receiver or something.
But it's, it's hard to argue with the front offices too. I would do the same thing because you look at it, anytime a team wins the title, how many times is it a top 2 top paid running back? Never. It's true. You could put anybody in there, and it's unfortunate, but that's the reality.
It sucks, but it's true, man. But see, I don't know, man. I know the Giants is different organization. They like to, keep what they drafted and stuff like that. So yeah. I don't know, man. I think they're gonna get it done, but it's just got 15 minutes now.
What would you do, Tony?
What does he want?
Why are we asking the guy who quit on the team?
Yeah,
I think he wants probably like I want to say he wants like 3 or 4 years, probably even a little higher money, maybe $14 million a year or something. I think they only want to give him a 2-year deal for like $22 million or something.
Oh,
or
that's what they
the franchise
want.
tag is like 10 or roughly that, and they could just not give him a contract, and he has to sign that, or he can't play this season.
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like to put a player specifically, especially in football too, to put a player in a position where he has to play for you when he doesn't want to, I feel like never bodes well. So to kind of force him into franchise,
they be wanting that money though. That's the problem. And his owners be knowing that.
I know. I don't know. I mean, I think 3 years isn't unheard of to ask from him, like for him to ask for like 3 years for like 12
each.
Yeah,
he wants 11 each right now. For what they offered him,
they giving him
2 years for 22. You said so 11.
And if they give him 3 years, they're gonna front load the crap out of that contract because they're gonna try to get rid of him in that 3rd year. I already know. But you know what it also is too? It's the system too.
Yeah,
it's the system. Remember, Dayball and them boys don't really use running backs. If you watch them out there in Buffalo, they had Josh. What's his boy's name?
Josh Allen
out there running wild with the football like he was a 6'4" converted quarterback running back, like he was the white Cam Newton.
Yeah, but I don't really think Daniel Jones isn't really going to be running.
No. But that's what I'm trying to say.
They
didn't utilize their backs out there at all. They didn't utilize them at all.
Right.
None. Like they have running backs use them. Why you got this guy running between the tackles? That's exactly why he would get dinged up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And honestly, I would think, learning from Cam Newton's situation, man, you can't be doing that to these big dudes, man. They be trying to lay these licks on him or on them.
Oh, yeah.
And they see you coming, you know what I mean? They trying to take your head off. You know why? Because you the main target.
Yeah.
They take you out. This game is pretty much toast.
And I mean, especially when you get into like again, Josh Allen is a big dude, bro. Like if he's like running 6'4", at you, you're going to have to like stick it. You have to get low and hit him. Like,
but I
roll you over.
Back to the way to run is when Russell Wilson was good and Seattle was in the Super Bowl back-to-back years, he would just run smartly. Like he's never taking a hit. But if there's 15 yards of space, he's going to take it out of bounds. He's not going to try to get an extra 2 or 3, and that's what you have to do, or otherwise you're putting your career at jeopardy.
Yeah, but again, I think that comes into the type of run. I mean, Russell Wilson, he's smaller, dude, and he is that type of runner where he could be very evasive. You know,
right?
Josh Allen is evasive, but I mean, again, like he has.
Can't always
that's a big target,
have a quarterback sneak in and like try to do power. You can't do that. You have to do it more as he drops back to pass, and if it's there,
you roll him out.
Design runs are going to get your quarterback.
And it's crazy because I think if Saquon do leave, that's where he gonna end up in Buffalo.
That would be crazy.
They need to run him back.
For some reason, I think that would be like the big piece for them to like maybe really get it done. If he stays healthy, him.
Yeah.
Diggs,
I think that would be huge for Buffalo.
Who's the other receiver too? That dude always gets open because
Gabriel Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that might be a little squad if Saquon decides to go up there and play for Buffalo and all of that. But
that'd be sick.
I thought that would be like a match made in heaven.
Especially like when you think about Buffalo. I mean, they were someone coming into the last 2 seasons, even this season specifically that just passed. I mean, they were like the favorite to be like going to the Super Bowl almost. Like
not no more though.
No, not no more. I mean, they're questioning Josh Allen. Like they're questioning a lot of things.
The window is closing.
Yeah, I know.
Is getting in, and then they having issues with Diggs and stuff like that. So
it's a shame, dude. Yeah, you can't have any locker room issues now at this point, dude.
And then it seems like Allen be trying to cover it up because he was like, "Oh, it's the media." When you start saying it's the media, it's like, "All right, man." Now you placing blame. Like, come on, man.
It's like like media speculates, but I mean, it comes from somewhere.
They not, they're not dragging it for no reason.
Exactly, dude. Especially like, I mean, you got beat reporters that are in the locker room every day. Like they know like what's going on.
Yeah, this ain't COVID no more. They in them locker rooms, man.
We got another comment here, Tony.
Yes. Sorry.
Shout out to the company.
We got
Josh B, company prez says Waller will be more important than Saquon.
What do you think about that? Darren Waller?
Yeah, he was saying this earlier too. I think he had tweeted this. It was good, press. Waller will be more important than Saquon. I mean, that's another issue. Is this man gonna stay healthy? He ain't been healthy in the last 3 years. So I mean, that's another, like I said, when we got him, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's good. But I realized, we got him at a bargain for a reason. So
he does say, and Waller definitely helps with Saquon if healthy. Big if.
See, there you go. And Waller, and that's the thing. If we have Saquon, that will help Waller. And Waller will help Saquon as well. Like that's a tandem that can go back and forth, like, because it's gonna open up the middle of the field. Like you fake it in Saquon's guts.
Right.
More than likely, Waller coming across the middle. Something like that, or we got Parrish Campbell now and all these other speedy little receivers. I think we got Crowder too, right? So I mean, like so. Things like that can work. It's just I think Waller's definitely gonna be obviously Daniel Jones's blanket. Every tight end is, but he has to just be open too, man. Thing is, this guy out in freaking Dallas used to be open all the time. I swear it was like a time warp every time the ball snapped. He would just be wide open. I'm like,
Jason Witten.
I'm like, did this dude even move?
I think it's a good idea with Waller, and I think it was a good value. But I also think they should have gotten a number 1 wide receiver because now it's they're gonna try
to make. Nah, they're gonna try to make that Hyatt, whatever his name is, the young boy from Tennessee. That's what they're gonna try to do. They're gonna baby him into that. I could feel it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
It's a big risk, though. You don't know what you have there.
It is. But they building, man. I don't know if
they're making the playoffs this year.
Nah, I think they got a chance. I hope the Cowboys fall right on their face.
Probably will.
I hope the Eagles stink. But
I mean,
I
I
highly doubt it because those dudes is they drafted.
No, I think
insanely well this year.
I think the Eagles would be good, obviously, as long as Hurts is healthy. But I think the Cowboys, I really don't think Dak's ever going to do anything. I think it's the same thing every year. Is it not?
First round and out, basically?
Or not even.
I laugh every time that happens. That's another call.
Another caller coming in, dude. This is no caller ID. I'm kind of worried about
Probably
it.
Saul.
Is it prefer?
Probably Michael. Hello, you're on the Sports Board Live. What's your name? What do you want to talk about?
All good. The one to Lonnie, shit of the company. What's going on, boy?
It's all good. Yeah, I knew it. Once I heard private, I knew it was you, my boy. What's good, baby?
What's going on? Are
we giraffe hunting right now? What's going on? All right, what you want to talk about? What you want to talk about, Saul?
I talk about the company, the fact that over 3.5 hours, Jersey Shore, these people so cool, so awesome, want to hang out with us. So shout out to the company, number one.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
Shout
absolutely.
out to the company.
Shout out to the company.
Absolutely. But you guys were talking about running, and I went up. I had a Walter Payton poster on my wall.
What about
Barry Sanders, and that's going away. Play baseball shit. Football's good. I don't like it, but it is, right?
I think
I have a cut on my trash lot.
you going in and out,
Yeah, we're
so it's
losing
like
you a
kind of
little
hard to really hear what you're saying.
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
I know you on the. Trust me, I know you on the
He's
bad
on a
phone.
landline.
It's just.
I'm
It's
on
like.
a landline.
Yeah, I
Is that
know.
what he said?
It's.
Oh, I
yeah.
feel like now it's good though, no?
This is his landline. Trust me. When I see a private phone call, I know it's
Yeah, he
him.
knows. I call from. Yeah, he knows.
It's a little bit better.
Yeah. So say the question again now because it's a little better.
No, I was just talking about the running. I said I had a rope of the Walter poster. I love Barry Sanders.
Oh, okay.
And now that is going away to me, you guys were talking running backs, and I caught a married trivia. But yeah, I'm with you on that. The running back is just
it's falling apart, right?
I grew up in running back. You gotta, now it's Ben Jefferson, more Chase.
Yeah, so I think I know what Solar's trying to get at pretty much. He's saying that he grew up in basically the running back era, and, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, and stuff like that.
When you love it, when you like God, you watch for that one reason.
Right.
And even growing up too, LT, Sean Alexander, like those guys were
Oh my God, yeah.
You know?
Terrell Davis, people like that.
Yep.
Edgerrin James.
Yeah, Edgerrin James. He was a beast too, man.
Yeah.
Who else we had?
You don't get the either.
I think LT was the best out of all of them, though, honestly.
LT is
yeah.
For me, my two favorite are of all time. LT, Michael George. Shockingly, both went to this college.
Wow.
Oh yeah, this guy's a big Giants fan, big LT guy, big Michael Jordan guy. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's his two main. Like he loves those two guys.
Lonnie, no. But ask Lonnie pairs of Jordans. Probably wearing one now. Or Lonnie.
Yeah, I'm definitely paying to wear Jordans right now. I'm wearing the Air 3s right now. Cement 3s, baby.
I do it. Look good.
Yeah, man.
A little. All right, so leave you guys because I guess you're finishing up.
All right.
No,
yeah, appreciate it, Saul.
All right, Saul. Thanks for the call, baby.
Hold on. Larry Trash. If you're on an NBA team tomorrow, Lonnie, you ready for this? Sitting down?
Yeah.
All right. Kobe, Bron, or the
Jordan.
man shoes you're wearing.
You already know I'm gonna start with I'm a marry Jordan. I'm a cuddle Bron. I'm a cuddle Kobe, and I'm a unfortunately place Bron in the trash.
Gently.
Yeah, gently put him in the recycling bin. Unfortunately.
Oh,
Brian.
What about the other?
Oh, Brian's a big Bron fan, right?
Big Bronny boy.
You got Bron at the top.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, you got
This
Bron
about
at
to
the
start an
top,
argument, man.
Kobe second, and then Michael Jordan.
This
straight
guy's crazy.
Trash. Most overrated athlete of all time.
He just straight X Michael Jordan.
This could get ugly quick.
This is about to get
My Lord,
nasty.
what? You know what? I'm just gonna pretend it didn't happen. I don't want to ruin the show.
Yo, Saul, please, man. I know that hit you hard, yo.
I was just being honest. I'm sorry.
In the trash? Are you crazy? This man is crazy.
I just think
you're gonna put Michael Jordan in. How about
because I think
on just look at 1988 stats. The man was the leading scorer, the defensive player of the year, MVP,
and finals MVP.
Won the MVP of the NBA game just for giggles, and he was defensive player of the year, scoring title.
That's all in 1 year, man.
That's in 1988 when he was baby.
That's when when the league was
the
rough.
thing I always say. People always talk about 6, but I always say, what happened the other 7?
What other 7?
The other
7 years of his
in it.
career. He didn't do
Come
anything.
on, stop.
I'm just saying.
How about the other 6 times LeBron was in the finals?
But the thing is,
1987,
the ridiculousness of it is,
37.5 points.
You're rewarding somebody.
I'm telling you, he started the wrong one with this guy, yo.
You're rewarding somebody for not making the finals. You know what I mean? Why does he get off the hook the other years? That's what I always say. If you're gonna
get off the hook, bro.
for doing nothing, 7 years of his career and only playing 13.
Yo, this guy in here with this. Yo, if I get Saul in here with this kind,
get him in here.
He's gonna
tomorrow. Let's go.
He's gonna bury Brian in this conversation.
If you like getting with a psychotic. Dave, the Prince of All Radio, by the way.
Prince of All Radio. That's right. This is the guy who gave Dave that name. The Prince of All Radio.
Right,
it was him.
That's
Dave,
sick.
Dave with a psychotic. That's me. Dave with a psychotic Cowboy fan. We would tear it up. Great.
No, I mean, I think honestly,
right?
I think I think Jordan was really good, but I just think that there's some other players that were in the same league with him, and everybody thinks that he walks on water, and I just think other guys are comparable. That's all.
Who?
Okay, compare one.
Like even
There's only you can compare
in his era.
I mentioned
ever. I mean, even Bill Russell and Kareem. It's like everybody's just like putting those guys to the side. I'm just saying. They were out there.
But you agree that the person you could probably compare them. I mentioned both of them and closer than LeBron because of the raw athleticism. Oh, and by the way, defense.
What did I just say? What y'all saying?
Oh, we got a couple comments, by the way. Michael chimed in here. He says he's gonna marry Kobe, cuddle Jordan, trash James.
Yeah,
seems to be a theme.
I mean, I had Jordan, Kobe.
Josh B seems to be in disbelief, I think, about what Brian is saying, asking, "What did he just hear?"
Yeah, exactly. Imagine sitting next to him, Josh.
Michael says Barnes is just like Dave, just Yankees and Jets. I wish Michael was in studio for this conversation, honestly, because he gets riled when Brian
the driving range over.
Maybe he did. He went to the driving range, get a few in, dude.
Yeah.
Josh B says that was done 4 times by Jordan, and Jordan.
I just think there's too much. I don't know. Everybody's kind of got tunnel vision. It's only Jordan. No one else exists. That's all.
Yeah, but if you watch, look at the highlights. It just
check the tape, Brian.
It just looks different.
It was different. It was different, man.
And watch how many times he flopped. I can tell you how many.
Zero.
Yeah, I just think though.
He had the pit in the '80s, flop him all over the place, and try to make his life pretty much. This guy's got to breath somebody breathe on him. He's diving the stands. Please.
I just think it's kind of sketchy too that he didn't do anything without Scottie Pippen.
You fired up the wrong guy with this conversation, man. I'm telling you. As soon as you said Jordan was the last, you bugging.
I'm just saying there's a lot of stuff. If we're holding him to a high standard as the best player ever, there's stuff that can be said. That's all. And it's like nobody wants to talk about that, but it's true.
Scottie Pippen went to Seattle, the team he was drafted by. Will he be Scottie Pippen? I'm waiting.
You know it's so crazy. You know it's crazy. So you say that, but man, who knows if Jordan would have been what he was without Scottie?
It's true.
I love Scottie.
Like who knows if I don't know if he would have. I don't know if Jordan would have dominated the league as much without Scottie. Would he have dominated? I think so.
Batman Robin.
Yeah, I just think it's sketchy though. He didn't do anything without him though. I mean. What happened? What happened those years?
First of all, look who the coach was. Look at the system they was running.
But if he's that good, the coach shouldn't matter.
Here we go. Are you kidding me?
Look at it. Look at this.
Anthony, did you see what this man just said?
Better.
Oh my God.
Rookie stats are better than Kobe's MVP. He had 1 MVP. They're better than him. He was a rookie. They're better than LeBron. Okay, look it up.
I mean, the man broke his leg and still was revered because they knew when he came back, it was about to be domination. Like,
I just all I'm saying is I just don't think he's ahead of anybody. He's in a group with a bunch of great players.
So thanks for the call, bro.
But yeah,
Thanks for the call,
appreciate the call.
Thanks, so.
I had to show support.
Yeah, man.
I hope I rep the company well. Shout out to Debbie.
Yeah, shout out to Debbie Duhane.
Yeah, dude.
Debbie.
Traffic and weather.
She probably knows, but let her know how to her out. And yeah, have a good day, guys.
Thanks, Saul. You too.
Thank you, Saul.
Appreciate it.
Oh, wow, dude.
Whoa.
Stand by. Sorry.
Wow.
Saul from the landline, man.
The landline.
Yeah,
I think that was like
the bat
because of
phone.
what I said about Jordan. He kind of said that signal off.
Yeah, maybe, dude.
Messed up the phone.
Speaking of Jordan, by the way, Michael says Kobe won without Shaq, with and without Shaq, to prove that he is the GOAT. And he also says Saul's the man.
Is this our Michael? This is our Michael, right?
Yeah, Michael Theofil's our Michael. Yeah, downtime Michael.
Well, tell him that Pau Gasol was on that team too. So let's be a little quiet there.
Oh, wow. Josh B says he won't discredit any of them, but as someone who's 40, seen both LeBron and MJ in person, MJ is the GOAT, but LeBron is 1,000,000% amazing. I think that is
1,000. Yeah,
100,000, 100,000,
100,000%.
100,000.
I mean, I totally agree with that. I mean, LeBron, you can't.
Is it apples to oranges?
Downgrade his greatness. You can't do that.
But nobody's even came close though to playing that many years, having those
with
type
the
of
same dominance, the same stats, and da 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 da.
At his age, I mean, it's insane.
It's very true, but imagine if he was doing this in the league where they could freaking elbow you right in your throat when you came to the rim.
But it's like
you think he would have been doing this for that long?
But then do we discredit Bill Russell because like there was no one even close to him in his era? You know what I mean? You can't do that.
Yeah, but see, nobody was.
You can't.
People always say Bill Russell was playing plumbers and all of that. So like,
no, but I'm saying, but that's not fair to him because he was the best of his time. You know
he
what I mean?
was.
It's you can't cross over. And
the only competition he really had was with Wilt Chamberlain for the most part, and that was kind of like towards that. It wasn't like the same time frame. Like it was more like Wilt was a little younger. Bill was getting towards the back end of his career. So it's like you can't really even, put those two eras to the same two as well. Like. I don't know, man. Every era will stand the test of time, pretty much. Like, you got the Bill Russell era, you got the, the Larry era, the Larry and Magic era, which brought back basketball, thank God. And then, right after that was Jordan, and then basically the Kobe era, and then it's the LeBron, and it's kind of like, is it the Steph Curry mode? Like, I don't know, because it's technically LeBron's era, but Steph Curry's out here making a lot of noise, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Now Chris Paul's his teammate, so he can't win another title.
Oh wow, what a scud.
Wow.
What a scud. Good God, don't worry. Chris Paul be injured about mid-season anyway. So probably
I mean, obviously, what Curry's done is crazy. But I just
that's what I'm saying. Whose ever is it now, technically? Because
I think LeBron. I mean, he won most of his championships before Curry.
Yeah, but look who.
So I'm saying,
look who
it was
Curry
like
won his championships against.
Yeah, but I mean,
with the help of Kevin Durant. Yes, I know he was about to say this, Tony.
Well, I mean, what would have happened if Durant was on the other side? I think
on the Cavs.
Yeah.
Come on, that's definitely cheating. You can't have LeBron and KD on the same team.
No, the only listen, the only reason I even said anything about all this is because I always just get annoyed. Like I said, I think there's a collection of players. We're all in the same conversation, and it's like I just think every single person just has this thing with Jordan where it's like you can't even talk about anybody else. And I just don't think. I think that's a disrespect to all the other players.
Everybody
is so
that is how it is. But see me, I don't think that way. I just feel like, you know what? Like I said, everybody's era will stand the test of time.
I mean, I just feel like as long as there's gonna be all these obvious different eras, like they're always gonna argue who was the best. That's always gonna be the question.
Right.
And I just feel like people are kind of tired of the conversation. That's why people are like, I don't want to hear anymore like LeBron's better, or I don't want to hear anymore like Jordan's better. Like how many times are we gonna have this conversation? And it's like I mean, how like you're never gonna know. You're never gonna really know. You're never gonna know.
Exactly why Jordan put out The Last Dance.
Oh, to kind of like
for like younger generation people to say like,
I was there.
Listen, let me show you what it really is. So what I was about.
And it always has bothered me though too. It's like everybody really like they're like in love with Jordan, and then everybody wants to pick apart LeBron and like try to discredit it when it's like what he's done is ridiculous. But the general thought, like just for most people, is that they don't like LeBron and that, oh, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, instead of like, well, wait a second, what about all the stuff he did do?
See, he did do a lot, but you know what? To me, he didn't have that clutch gene to start, and I think that's what a lot of people really.
Where are you?
I think that's what a lot of people hold against him, like the fact that he didn't have that. He had to go to Miami to get that, and he said it himself. Like, you know, he kind of openly admitted, like, yeah, like the fact that D Wade said, yeah, okay, listen, I know this is my team, but this is your team. You the better, you know, you the best player. Like the fact that he needed somebody to really tell him that instead of knowing that. This is why he always tells himself and tells us the world that he's the best player, that he's not retiring. So corny. Like nobody cares, bro. You got the ESPYs. Nobody want to hear all of that.
Well, I think the first problem is the ESPYs. Like, well, who's even watching the ESPYs?
Like, bro, like, and then you read it from a prompter too. Like, stop being so whack.
Yeah,
like,
no, and
you're supposed to be talking from the heart in this. He's all,
yeah,
good for you. I'm not dirty. Like, bro, I think we knew that already. Like,
yeah, no, but I just something like that. Like, I get that, but I just feel like that still doesn't have anything to do with like him on the court. You know what I mean?
Don't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
everybody's legacy will stand in its own like time. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody, you can't. It's always going to be the crossover talk, but at the end of the day, you can never really compare eras because, like I said, back in the day, Bill Russell was possibly, you know, everybody's saying he was playing a bunch of short people technically. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he was gonna dominate the game.
Yeah.
And then you think about Jordan. He dominated in the league where they was basically beating people up. You know what I mean? That's why he had to get stronger. That's why when Detroit kicked him in the face at midcourt, he's like, yo, you know what? I got to go and hit the gym. I got to come back stronger. That's what he did.
Yeah.
Now it's a different league where you could slap, so your breath be smelling bad. Boom, that's a foul.
Yeah.
Feel me? So it's like
it should be.
Everybody's like time frame is always going to be measured up to everybody, but you can't. Only thing that they're gonna hold against each other is like the statistics. Everything else, you know, nobody might. I didn't see Bill Russell play. You know what I mean? So nobody. All you can go by is those stats, and then that's always gonna be the issue. Because if the numbers is compared to, he scored 28, then he scored 28 here. How is he better? That's what's always gonna be the issue. Instead of seeing with your own eyes, that's why Saul called in and said, "I seen with my own eyes." Da 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 da. That's why Josh is saying it too. I seen with my own eyes. So it's always about the eye test. And like I said, everybody's legacy is gonna have its own, you know, it's just gonna stand on its own. And you always gonna have that debate, that barbershop talk, who's better, Jordan or LeBron or Kobe and the only thing that pisses me off is that Kobe always gets overlooked in this whole conversation.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
And he was the closest thing to Jordan. He mimicked his game after this man. He literally openly said that.
Yeah,
the fadeaway, the tongue, the dunks, all of that. So it's just like, and at least his, not to bring up finals records, 5 and 7 is a lot better than 4 and 10.
Yeah.
So,
but see, that's why. But I think finals records don't matter because, like I was saying before, it's like, so would he have been better off not getting to 3?
See, why does that?
But if one could be used against the other,
no, it shouldn't be. You can't use that. People love using that argument. So would you rather him had just bowed out in the East and the Western Conference Finals? Nobody's saying that. But when you get there, it don't look good that you got there 10 times and you only got 4 rings, bro.
But I think the problem is everybody just assumes, oh, well, if Jordan got the 4 more, he would win all 4. And it's like, you can't say that. Then why didn't he get there then? You know, that clearly he wouldn't have won. Because he didn't have Scottie Pippen.
Because what's his name made him retire for 2 years. Because he was out here gambling his face off, probably.
Yeah.
Tough conversation.
Yeah.
There's no answer. There's no answer, guys.
Do you think basketball is ever going to make a comeback? Like where it's going to be interesting, like regular season again and stuff?
That's why they're doing a stupid mid-season tournament, right?
Oh, my God.
Is that not one of the worst ideas you've ever heard of?
That's like so despicable.
No, it's embarrassing.
It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
It really is, dude.
I think I would rather like listen to Stephen A than watch that tournament, honestly.
Wow, what a shot at Stephen A.
You like Stephen A?
My goodness.
No, just honestly,
we don't hold anything back here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, also, to tell me that I'm not right about this. Tell me that I'm not right about this with Stephen A. So he started out very knowledgeable, basketball insider, all of that, and now everything is just an act with him.
Yeah.
He's doing it for the.
I wouldn't say it's an act. It's just he's more Hollywood than anything now.
Yeah.
He's not that same guy from he is the same guy from Hollis, Queens, but
I don't know,
man. He's doing it for the cameras is on him now.
But that's right. But I'm saying when he was just straight facts, like NBA insider giving us like information that we didn't know, I loved that.
Yeah,
but now I just feel like he's doing his like Knicks draft day reaction.
Disney,
and stuff.
Disney took over. Disney.
I mean, the man is obviously again like his young career when he was young, like boxing, he knew so much about. NBA knew so much about football, obviously too. But like now, I started hearing him talking about hockey. I'm just like, wow.
Or boxing.
Whoa.
Like, you don't know
boxing.
about
no hockey. Stop.
Or he was on, dude. He talks hockey sometimes,
and
it's like,
baseball. He talks
because
baseball.
ESPN
He
has
knows
it
nothing
too.
about baseball. He knows nothing.
They had him on
about
some
baseball.
UFC match too. He was in with Joe Rogan, like reporting on UFC tournament.
First take is usually just football and basketball.
We got some comments here from Michael that I think would be good to.
Oh really? He says so dumb to copy 2K
with the in-season tournament.
Oh, it's right. He did say that, and then he says Stephen A. is whack. He's an actor. He said he's paid.
Yeah, I told you that man is Disney now.
He is Disney, dude.
He's Disney. What did Aaron say up here?
He up here he says Saul was breaking the phones with his scream ghost-faced voice box. He was about to ask, "What's your favorite scary movie?" And then he says, "Wait, Lonnie, you watched the ESPYs? Damn, I missed it. Was too busy watching paint dry."
Nah, I didn't watch it, Aaron. I just saw that stupid highlight on SportsCenter of him giving his stupid drag speech.
And Michael did say too, LeBron has been corny his whole entire career.
Man.
Honestly, like he does not do himself any good by like his social media presence.
One,
It's
not two, not three, not four, not five, not six,
Dude,
not seven.
Michael talks
I
about
was
that
like,
all
well,
the
damn,
time.
how many we playing on winning now? in
Space
Miami?
Jam 2, Brian?
Corny.
I agree with all that, but the thing I don't agree with, and it might not be you, it might not be Tony, it probably is Michael. But it's like people hold that against his career.
I don't hold that against his career. It's just corny stuff. Like that whole decision, I was like, bro, why are you trolling the Knicks, man?
It all affects
you coming in the Connecticut just to tell. First of all, I don't know why Cleveland was so mad in that whole situation. If he's going through all of this, he ain't coming back to Cleveland.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they was out there burning jerseys and all of that.
Well, just because that was their whole franchise, and that's why they were so bad at it.
They should have been like, yo, at this point, we already know, like he's in Connecticut. This man is way on the other side of Northeast. Like, if he was staying here, he would have did this decision in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he was in Connecticut, I was like, yo, now he's trolling New York because I knew he wasn't coming here because we was an albatross of a franchise then, so I knew that wasn't happening. And then boom, he picked Miami, and then he did that whole 1, 2, 3. And that was corny too.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is he? Count Dracula now? Like, come on, man.
He's back.
I mean, but Dan, where'd you go?
Coming in hot. Driving range, right?
You got totally. You gotta do stuff at all moments. You know what I mean?
He went to the
what were we
driving
just
range,
talking
so I could
about?
be embarrassing myself.
LeBron.
This damn golf out there. Yo, they about to have me golfing, y'all.
But I'm coming for blood, Michael.
I don't know what the hell.
I don't know what's gonna be
on.
funnier or more funny. Lonnie golfing or Barnes teaching Lonnie how to golf.
This shit is about to be.
While talking about the Yankees.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Only
I'm
Mets
gonna
talk,
beat
dude.
you over the head with a club if you keep talking about the Yankees all day.
No, you don't. It's it.
Oh my god,
Lonnie, that's it. Do you understand?
I'm gonna be heavily drugged.
Aaron says the baby James is cringeworthy try hard. Having said that, second best player of all time behind
Michael Jordan.
MJ.
No, I do agree with Barnes. There is a tunnel vision with Jordan. It's
oh
a little
my,
crazy.
Oh my god.
No, I mean, I know there is tunnel vision.
People take offense to it.
I know there is tunnel vision. Trust
Better
me.
call Saul.
Yeah.
I know there is tunnel vision.
That dude's
Trust
voice,
me.
man.
Yeah.
Yo, his voice is crazy, man.
It's almost
is,
like,
dude.
yo, this is a caller, like a fake caller, and then it's like, no, this
I
is
know.
his voice.
Thought it was you.
He needs to like get hired to read
Are
books.
you
He was at the beach bash too, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We'll meet him next time.
Yeah, dude.
He's a funny guy.
No, but yeah, I just think it's just dope. Kobe, 2 times, 2 runs, 2 two-peats. GOAT.
Yeah. I mean, he has a point there.
Yeah,
that's why I don't understand how is he never in the conversation.
It's crazy. No, the disrespect's crazy for him.
He should be in the conversation, and I'm just making a guess. I don't know this. I kind of feel like part of it is I think when he was playing,
yeah, people don't like him.
Yeah, he rubbed people the wrong way.
Yeah.
But then also he was very inconsistent, and he missed 20 shots in a game, 25 shots in a game, and he kind of didn't start dishing till the end of his career. He was not.
It's funny. All-time assists leader for the Lakers. Bean Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, because he
How many
played
assists?
so long. That's why.
3,945. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Lonnie was like, wow.
But if Magic played that long, he would have crushed him.
Magic that was tragic. That was.
Yeah.
Because he could have played. It was tough. He could have won a lot.
Wow, over 6,300 assists he has, Michael, by the way.
Everyone.
No one cares about
How many?
6,306.
That's impressive.
That's kind of ridiculous.
You would never think that was Kobe.
He didn't even average 5 assists a game, but he played so many games, and he was healthy.
And that's the other thing. Like,
he was healthy.
16 years of his career?
Let's not say he was healthy, because that's
relative.
he paid through injuries. That was his thing. He was an old school player. That's another thing, dude. Barnes, I'm with you. The NBA is a joke. Like, these players would never do what Kobe does.
Yeah.
There's
but it's the only sport. Think about it. Every other sport, no one complains about not wanting to play. Everybody wants to play.
And there's more injuries
Football,
in the NBA.
Baseball, hockey, they all want to play. But basketball, they don't want to play.
And you know what's crazy? I feel bad for hockey players because they don't get paid crap.
And they work the hardest.
And they
play with broken jaws.
And they it's assume, I'm going to lose 3 or 4 teeth, whatever.
Yeah.
That
to
me is crazy that they don't get paid much, and they be really putting their bodies up. That's football on ice, man.
Yeah, and they play every other day. Every other day.
They're not getting paid.
No, we were making
nearly
fun of
as much.
Yeah,
at the NBA during the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's just like
wasn't
not
there
the playoffs.
Wasn't there a dude?
No, it was the playoffs.
Regular season too.
That had like a broken something. He had like 2 broken things, and they didn't.
There's been guys that have had
like
heart
say it
attacks
until like after the playoffs. And he was still playing. I'm like,
yeah, literally. There's a
Kachuk or no?
Kachuk had a not a broken jaw.
He had something broke. Somebody had something broke, and he still played. And until after the series, they was like, and I'm just like, yo, that's crazy.
There's a guy on the Penguins, Crystal Tang. He had like his 2nd or 3rd stroke of his life. 2 weeks. He's out back on the ice.
Yeah.
How crazy is that, dude?
Yo, hockey players, they are
obviously they're still lagging, but I feel like they are gaining some market share.
They are. I mean, honestly, like since ESPN took over
it's been
the television rights, they have been more exposed for sure. And I think people are getting more into hockey, which is great because like Mike was trying to say before too, like, you know, they kind of mirror the NBA season in terms of when they start and end.
Right.
So, and it's like, you know, we're watching the NBA finals on the same time as Stanley Cup playoffs, and it's every other day for the Stanley Cup playoffs. And it's like, you know, sometimes in the NBA, they have like 2-3 days off. They play Wednesday, don't play again until like Saturday. And it's like why are we waiting so long? You know, it's bogus, dude. It's not, it is bogus. The load management, like, just doesn't happen. You know, like I mean, Rick and Dave talk about this all the time too. It's like, I think Rick was talking about going to a game.
They was,
and like,
go ahead.
He was with, I forget what he was with, but it was like with his nephew or whatever, or maybe even his son, honestly, but wanted to see LeBron play. You know, he came to New York, they went to the game, and he was off that night.
Yeah,
and it's like, why?
I think Dave did that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, why? Like, why am I paying to come here when you're not even playing?
No, it's pathetic. It is.
It really is, dude.
I believe we have a couple more.
Hold on, people are saying that the phone lines are sounding a little staticky when they call in. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Tony does.
Oh yeah, I can try and troubleshoot a little bit.
I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, I'm kind of hearing a revert, you know, in the thing, but I'm just thinking that it's coming through like that. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Like people are saying, like it sounded a little wacky.
It sounded. I mean, he was cutting out in and out.
Saul, I know Saul was cutting in and out.
He's like probably in the middle of.
Yeah, he lives deep in Long Island, like in the middle of nowhere, next to the water. So that's why he got a call from the house phone, the bat phone.
Yeah, I can try. I mean, if someone else wants to call in, I can try. I just did something. We can try and test it.
Yeah, somebody else calling. Let's see what's going on.
Josh.
I don't know why Josh hasn't called in. Hack. This ain't ESPN, bro. Pick up the phone, man.
What do you think about what Aaron said? I think another reason Kobe gets overlooked is because of how great Shaq was, one of the most dominant centers of all time, and won Finals MVP for all 3 of their runs together.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah, but then he clapped.
But you know what's crazy? Kobe was going nuts in those playoffs
Kobe,
too, though.
Kobe, the 2 more
with Kwame. I mean, with Powell.
Kwame.
With Powell.
Get your man's out the room. He said he won rings with Kwame.
No, he could have. That's how great Kobe was. He could have.
You hear that? Kwame
I wanted
Brown.
that. I used to be a Kwame fan, actually. Shout out Kwame Brown. You know, people
we don't shoot the
don't listen to people like Lonnie. People hate on him. I love Kwame Brown, man. Screw everybody. You made your money. You did your thing. F the haters.
Man, we could talk about Yankees more than Kwame Brown. God,
no.
That was
Kwame did his thing, even though he didn't live up to anything at all.
Oof.
He still made it to the NBA out of high school. First player in his family ever to retire his family.
Yeah, but I feel like there's like a difference. Like, oh, that's a good story, but he sucked.
He did. But in terms of life, he won.
Jordan told him to his face, "You stink."
What about?
Jordan never did that to me.
You know what was even more recent? What about Anthony Bennett for the Cavs?
Oh, I knew it.
But you knew it.
That was a bust.
Going into that draft.
That was a bust. That was the LeBron placement.
Yeah.
Technically, because they was like the same height, 6'8", 6'7", or whatever, same body build.
Aaron's saying Kwame Brown is a scrub.
Exactly.
No, he is. Benign life.
Aaron.
You guys got to separate the two.
What's he doing now?
He's doing a podcast, just calling out everybody.
Wait, really?
All the time.
Who the hell is he?
He just always talks smack.
We should all call into his podcast.
He freaking hates Steven Jackson and all those dudes.
He got some nerve.
He's an angry guy with all that.
But so you think this stuff will ever turn around though with the NBA?
That's right.
They need to bring the handshake back.
It's done.
They gotta stop resting these players so much. I tell you that much. But
that's it.
If it's an issue when they do that because, like Anthony said, you know, people want to see the stars. You know, per se, Knicks fans. You know, we ain't had much to live for, but for the last couple of years. So before that, when people will go to the Garden, obviously it would be to see people like LeBron and see the Steph Currys of the world or KDs and da. So when you don't come, but usually they do play in New York. So, you know what I mean? But all right, so per se for the Brooklyn Nets fans, they'll sit for those plays, for those games, but then they'll play New York. People, might not be able to afford Knicks tickets, or they might not be Knicks fans. They could be Nets fans.
Right.
They go to those games and they can't see those players play because they saving up the energy or whatever to play the Knicks. It's like,
the league's got to take back the power.
They got to stop doing that, and they got to
handshake.
It's the back
prima donnas.
It's the back to backs too. Like, don't.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have the team in New York, like, okay, make them play Brooklyn Monday, give them a day, and then make them play.
They're too soft, man.
And make them play Wednesday, so that way you don't. So you get them to. Because New York is a big market. Either way, people who might be Knicks fans, just because that team they might watch the Knicks game. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure that the market is correct. And NBA be messing themselves up when they do stuff like that. Because like you said, the people don't be wanting to play both games.
We're going line test?
Yeah, I think so. What's up? You're on the sports report. What do you want to talk about?
This is the Prez.
Oh my God, finally. There we go. You hack.
Hold on, Prez.
We're on. We can hear
him. He sound good too. Let's go.
Right now it's coming through
my
mic.
clean line.
What you got to say, bro?
I hear them in the background.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah. See, that's probably what it was doing when I was the other time when I called too. We'll put him. It might go through because.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get back
the
to the Bluetooth again. Stand by.
I think Saul's just in the middle of nowhere.
Nah, he really do live in the middle of nowhere. I ain't gonna.
He said you're giraffe hunting. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that's how little.
That's how far out he is.
All right. Can you hear us? Yeah, I think we got you now.
Hey guys.
Yeah, there we go.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, fellas? Shout out to the company.
Yeah, it's the Prez right here. Shout out to the company.
Prez, aka co-founder. Me and Lonnie did this shit from the mud.
From the mud.
You know, we've been at each other's throats recently, but it is what it is.
Here we go. Bro, just say what you gotta say, man.
Look, man, I got a lot to say between the Yankees and what you guys talk about with Saquon and Darren Waller and what you want.
No, you got a clear line. Let's go.
Tell me. Well, all right, so let's go with the Yankees, man. The Yankees are going to Yankee just like the Jets will jet. The Mets are going to Met like the Mets will
so hard as soon as he say Yankees.
Yeah.
You know what he wants to talk about the
Yankees. You guys already know I'm a Jet fan. And it's the same thing, right? I take that same premise with the Yankees, right? They make the playoffs every year. So, and we end up losing to Houston. just like the Jets just stink every year. And I tell Lonnie all the time, I'm watching Red Zone by week 2 because the Jets are on there all the time anyway. We'll see. Like I said, the Jets are going to jet till they jet. But anyway, Cashman's going nowhere. Boone is going nowhere. The analytics, like you guys discussed before, taking out Herman with 70-some-odd pitches in the 7th inning was terrible after pitching a perfect game. A lot of bad decisions based on the analytics, like you guys also said. And, nothing's going to change. I do feel like we still have a chance every time that we get into the playoffs because we do technically have the team on paper to make, a run. We just end up running into Houston and our bats don't swing, our bats don't hit. Nothing happens in the playoffs, and it's quite annoying. But it's the same thing every year, so we're used to it.
That's the problem, though, Prez. We shouldn't be getting used to that no more.
But do you think Peraza has a chance to be a difference maker?
This guy got a hard on for Peraza, huh?
Listen. Let me tell you something. I do dynasty.
He loves Peraza.
Listen, hold up. I do dynasty baseball, so I know all about these guys in the minors. Peraza, Wells, they all deserve a shot. The way these guys are playing right now in the majors, Donaldson, you have to give these guys a shot. Put them in the outfield. You put Endure in left field. Why not? Just put somebody out there. Put somebody different, somebody young.
Mm-hmm.
Just give it. Give Florial the chance, the full chance, like you said, 10 at bats, and then that's it. Give him a full chance. Why not? Worried about all this service time and bringing him too early, and then you got to pay him this, that, and the third. Like, come on, man.
That's the issue.
But especially Florial, they already released him. They already released him. So why do they care about when he comes up? I don't get it.
It made no sense, man. It made no sense. They should have definitely just let him rock. Hicks was struggling. Just let him rock. They should have just let Florial play.
Especially in the aspects that Hicks was struggling. They should have, but once again, it's the big bag Yankees.
I mean, thank God Donaldson got hurt at least, so we didn't have to mess with him.
Now we get to see if Peraza can stay up. Hopefully he does, because like I said, man, you got to give these kids time to actually do anything before you just sit there and sit them down and keep sending them down, because they're not gonna build any confidence at all. And whatever confidence they could be just getting there and still had a bad game and but they like, you know what, I know I'm right there. You know what? Go down, and then boom, they gotta start all over again. So Yankees gotta stop doing that, man. I'm happy that they kept Volpe up, and even through his struggles, they decided to say
he's the only guy they've committed to.
Yeah, but why?
How many there's not many rookie Yankees that have really in their rookie year. Not even Jeter produced in his rookie year. So
exactly.
Yeah. You have to give these guys time to develop. Period.
Yeah.
And in order for that time to happen,
yes, it's AAA. If these guys are producing in AAA, bring them up. Especially the way your normal guys are struggling. All these guys that you're paying all this money to, who cares? The Yankees have the money. The Yankees could clear recap with no problem and still have money in. Period. Yes, network, all that stuff. They have the money. Don't let anybody tell you different. They have the money.
And then once you're already paying the guys, it doesn't matter if you release them. You have to pay them anyway. Right. They're going to do nothing. So
it doesn't matter. And they have the money. They have the money. They don't have as much as Cohen, but they have the money.
Yeah, they definitely do, man. What else you got?
They could pay the Shohei $600 million. They could pay him.
They could do it. They won't, but they should.
What else you got, Prez? What else you got?
Look,
let's talk about your Jets
not my
here.
Money. The Jets are going to jet till they jet. 2009, we can go back to 2009, 2010. I was never a fan of Mark Sanchez. Ever.
Oh my God, this guy, Mark Sanchez.
Ever. They moved up to draft him. It was never anything that I was excited about. This year with Rodgers, I am certainly more excited than I've been in a long, long time.
He wanted them to drive Justin Fields too.
I actually did too.
He knew Zach Wilson was a bust from the jump.
Michael thought he was in love with Zach Wilson.
First of all,
I thought
Michael, you got some horrendous takes, bro. Oh my God!
But I just was hopeful. Is all I was gonna say.
Yeah. Zach Wilson was gonna be the greatest quarterback ever, and Kwame Brown was the best basketball player ever to play. Michael, my man.
There's no hoping with the Jets.
No, you know what? This is Bull Bulls era.
But
Yeah, you know.
But at least this year the Jets actually have a chance. So they've never had a chance.
Super Bowl with the Jets. Put all your money. Put your mortgage.
Years. They
Super Bowl
are
mortgage.
At least in the conversation.
Wait, is that Tony saying that? Super Bowl mortgage? I might have to do that.
No, that was Mike. That
was Michael.
Yeah, you got to bet it all. Like if you have a family and everything, especially double down.
That was Tony saying that.
No, you can't listen to Tony when it comes to football.
I don't know. Sounds like he holds my opinion higher.
Well, you know, you had the two very, very, very last two tournaments in the golf.
Yeah,
so,
dude.
Yeah,
finally.
Tony knows nothing about football.
Tony quit on football, so you can't take any.
He took up golf.
Still gonna just ride the wave.
Yeah, man, just riding the wave.
I'm riding the wave, the Jets wave, all the way to the Super Bowl, baby.
Ride the wave,
all the way to the Super Bowl, baby.
That hasn't been a wave. That's not a beach. That's been a lake.
He quit on the Giants, man.
Who did
none of that? Tony.
Oh. Stop watching football. I don't follow football that much.
I mean, the Giants, man.
So, don't you watch Red Zone every week?
I do, but I'm not as invested as I used to be, like in high school. You know,
who beat the fandom out of him again? Was it the Patriots?
The Patriots?
No. I
just rugby.
The sport in general. You know, I just kind of lost.
He thinks it's a
my
clown
luster,
show.
dude.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's up there in terms of clown shows. I think, yeah.
But you like watching the Mets? Okay.
Wow,
that's like so out of pocket right now. It's ridiculous.
So I got a culinary trash. Worst franchises: Jets, Mets, Knicks.
Wow, dude.
You could just put the Knicks as the worst ever.
Really? I mean, the Jets are.
No, the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets are pretty bad.
number one.
Yeah.
In terms of trash. Oh, well,
yeah.
I mean,
and then I guess the Knicks are trash number 2, and then. Just because more recently, right? The Mets have won more recently. Even as sad as that is to say,
they all belong in the trash with a bonfire.
They need to all just like not be teams and then
go Mets, baby.
I think the Mets should move to Connecticut.
Stop.
The Mets should move to Connecticut.
Dude. What are you talking about?
Connecticut Mets.
What are you talking about, bro?
Franchise, right?
It'd be better for you, Tony. You get to see them more.
No, honestly, Brian. Whoa,
come on, Brian.
Oh my God, Brian. Take it down the camera, Brian.
First time Brian's done a 2-hour show in a while. He's
I know. 2.5.
He getting crampy. Somebody get this man some pickle juice.
Yeah, he's cramping up. Dude. I think Brian's getting a little hungry.
No,
honestly,
he's getting hungry.
Yeah,
he's getting antsy. He wants the golf. He wants the beers.
I'm getting hungry,
There's
dude.
a good night ahead. Honestly, there is a good night ahead.
Yeah, good night. Talk about the Mets, baby.
I would definitely have loved to golf with you guys.
We're gonna have another outing.
These guys about to embarrass me with this damn golf.
No, we're gonna help.
Literally, only Brian is good here.
Yeah,
like no one else is good.
Yeah,
and I'm not even good.
See, I mean, no, I'm not good. I'm not good either. But I definitely like to have fun. I'm ambidextrous with golf. I get off the tee lefty. I use my irons righty, and I pitch and putt lefty. I got 2 sets of clubs.
It's all about a good time.
What? You got clubs, bro? Who the hell is this guy? Tiger Woods? I didn't know this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my God, Jesus, man is
And I'm a bowler. I'm a golfer and a bowler.
Dude, bowling's where to be, baby.
Tony's the best bowler on a rainy day you've ever seen.
He's a legit
listen
bowler.
to me.
I seen him bowl. It's legit.
You know, you don't know what you're even talking about. The best bowler in Staten Island in 2012 was Tony Materiello.
That was a long time
That was
ago.
me, dude.
He's got a jacket. He's got a jacket and everything.
Tony, I feel like you would be comfortable giving.
You know what they call him in the
plus 50.
Sexy Tony toes
in the lanes. No,
sexy Tony.
You wouldn't feel comfortable.
No. I plus 50. I think is yeah.
What do you think, Michael? Is that a fair spread for us?
For him, for what?
Plus 50
pins?
50 pins.
Wait, let's just put it this way. His birthday was last summer. It's coming up again. And he was one frame, right?
Yeah, they shot like a 280 something.
He missed one.
Second frame, I had an 8 spare
from a perfect game.
Yeah.
And he hadn't played in a couple years, maybe. He just, dusted off the shoulders, did one of these.
So, Josh, you got to come out here and have a bowl.
Dude, go bowling.
Yo, that'd be sick.
That would be awesome.
That,
we'll do that.
Legit head-to-head
The
bowling
next
match.
outing will be a fun
Let's
bowling.
He got disconnected.
The company.
He did?
Got disconnected? You can call back. Call back.
Yo, and to be honest with y'all company members, we planning something big out here, so just be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, we are.
Me and Mike was talking. Like,
we're thinking of some show leading up to a big game party.
Yankees World Series.
It's calling back.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, man.
He didn't even
You guys
deny
are
it.
great, man.
Yeah.
What happened?
Prez, you back?
Oh, you missed what I said. I go, a Yankees World Series game, and you go, yeah, that'll be great.
Yo, I'm a.
Now you know how Matt feels. I think.
Yeah, dude.
This guy in the Yankees, bro. Jesus.
No, it's ridiculous.
I never heard somebody want to talk about them so much.
No, he's born and born for it. Honestly,
Muchacho.
No, but
Hola.
Josh, Yankees are winning tonight, right?
Oh.
You know, I hope so, but the way Severino has been pitching,
Yeah, he has been terrible. I give you that.
Been getting shelled.
he's been rough.
Tattooed.
Look at the end of the day, the guys that we're paying are not hitting. Donaldson,
Rizzo, LeMahieu.
Rizzo.
Tony, how many people is watching right now?
6 right now.
All right, cool.
7 now.
And you know, it's crazy because we've always said that there's no way that one person,
You know why I asked that,
right, could make a lineup go, right? So we're literally seeing right now that Judge literally makes the Yankees go because without him in the lineup, they've been one of the worst teams in baseball. I mean, they weren't that great with him in there, but Rizzo was hitting. Glaber's been all right all year, but Glaber's was hitting more, you know, because you have to worry about Judge sitting there at 2.
My issue is now that, you know, I don't like what Dave has been saying on the show and everybody else been picking up on it. At this point, it's like nobody's gonna pitch to Judge. They're gonna pitch around him.
Yeah, but you know,
but it's the energy. It changes everybody.
It depends on
Energy,
who's
definitely
behind
leadership,
him, in front of him too.
But also, people say that, but nobody
need me.
ever actually ends up doing that. Like they always
Yeah, that's
pitch him a
'cause
lot
they're
more.
stupid.
Than,
Why
they
doesn't
though.
anyone just walk him?
They
Like,
do.
why?
They
Stupid.
do. But you know, right? Though I'm saying that always happens. No one gets walked. Like they don't get walked as much as you would think.
Right.
That's
You know
what
what
they
I think?
don't.
I think it is because obviously they don't want to kill a sport, so
Yeah.
they don't pitch to him that's gonna kill a
But
sport.
even as many times as Barry Bonds got walked, he still was able to hit 70 home runs. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I mean, sorry guys.
Go ahead, Josh.
No, I mean at the same time, you know, Judge. There's not gonna be another Judge for a long time on this team. You have to take advantage of what he is, but unfortunately he's hurt, right? These guys need to step up, period. That's what you're paying them for. If you're not paying them, and we go back to bring up the kids, period. Let them rock.
do you think Rizzo's done or you think he's just hurt?
I think he's hurt.
Yeah, he's got to be.
I think he's hurt. He has to be
was
hurt.
jacking home runs all crazy before that. I'm telling you that.
And even if Judge comes back, he's not going to be 100% the entire season.
No.
But I'm fine with him
what are you gonna get from
DHing.
him?
Let Stanton play the field the whole time. You know what I mean?
I could not agree with you more there.
Yeah.
I could not agree with you more there. Stanton, if he's going to get hurt, let him get hurt. Just play the field every day.
Let him hit in the field.
Stick him in left.
Every
Stick him
day?
in right.
Yes,
whatever.
every day.
Come on, because them resting anybody does not work at this
Get
point.
the crutches
There's no
ready.
point in doing it.
Oh, the rest. I mean, look, the crutches are out still. He's not doing that.
Get the
are
crutches
still out.
ready. My God.
No, but right? Don't you think resting anybody at this point doesn't make any sense?
At this point, no. But every day, that boy hamstring gonna pop. Something gonna blow.
Well, everything always blows.
Some hot yoga.
But
Too much muscle.
I guarantee, just to piss us all off, he'll be DH or not even playing today, Stanton. 100%. Just because that's
the
how
lineup's not out yet.
Oh, it was a flight to LA.
Oh yeah, is the lineup out?
It's a 9:40 game.
Oh,
it's
so maybe
probably
not.
out.
Oh yeah, probably not.
But I think they're gonna hit Griffin.
Tell the
Cannon.
girls I said hi, Josh.
Uncle Lonnie says hi, girls.
Oh.
Say hi, Uncle Lonnie.
They don't never say my name though.
Tony,
Snap! They said it this time.
Nice.
Wow.
It's because you're at downtime
Well,
TV.
The older one.
You should tell her to shout out the
So.
company, bro.
Ariela, say shout out to the company.
Yeah, there we
girl.
go. Got the babies
That's
in
my
here
girl.
too.
Yeah. So.
Yo, bro, I need you to start calling the show. Thank you. You see how you just did this?
Yeah,
no
you know,
excuses.
look,
no
look,
excuses. No excuses.
Look,
No
one of the
excuses.
look, I spoke to Mike. Mike told me to call. I said
Yep.
I would call, and then he called me a hag, so that I called. You know,
What, this show or
here I am.
no?
This
I mean,
show, yes,
I
this
would,
show.
bro. Stop playing. You know what show I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's on for 4 hours a day. Maybe pick up the phone one time.
Oh,
look, I've already
You
told
see
you.
how
I'm
you
a
doing
chicken
this?
shit.
You see how you doing this? No problem. I don't want to hear no more excuses after today, man. This is your warm up.
I mean, this is my warm up. I'll call when RJ comes back.
Oh boy, here we go. Get this man off my line, please.
all right, dude, you got it.
Josh, I'll talk to you later, bro.
All right, guys. It was a
Thanks
pleasure.
for calling, Josh. Call again.
Later.
Shout out to the company.
Yes,
man.
I'll call more. Listen, you guys are my new 10 to 12. By the way.
Let's go. Here we go.
That ESPN show from 10 to 12, I love him. He's a Jet fan, but you guys are my show from 10 to 12.
Let's go.
Appreciate it, bud.
Thanks, Prez.
Bang, just like that.
You do.
A couple of comments, Tony. We got.
Do you want some more comments? Yeah, we get some more comments
Yeah.
here. Ella says Jets will be good. Not going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Michael's pissed.
Smokey's Challenge says, shout out to the motherfucking company, baby. Lonnie, I see you, fam. And he says, let's go 6-10.
I don't know who Smokey Channel is.
Uh-oh.
Smokey Channel.
Smokey's
we
Channel?
we need a Twitter name or something, bro. I don't know who. Yeah, Smokey Channel.
Maybe that's.
It might be.
prefer.
It might be Piffy or something like that. That would be Piffy's.
It must be tough to be
name.
as popular as you, to not know your fans.
Nah, I'm not popular at all,
I feel like
man.
Tony's still a little tight after that Mets comment.
I mean, that was, again, like way out of left field, dude. No need for that, you know? I mean, like, I'm just
No, I
kind of
thought it was
sitting here,
necessary.
like, trying to produce the show. You're the one who looks like you're
company
wearing a
man?
Mets hat, you know?
Yeah, he looks like.
What did I
Mets
say
fan.
again about the
Smokey's
Mets?
saying the company man. No, just like he's complaining about watching football, but he's watching the Mets.
Company man. That's Mike. Mike, the company man.
Not fans, fams, he says. Is it Dominic Toretto?
Wow.
Nah, yeah, yo, we a family. We not fans out here. Never turn your back on family. So, yeah, I mean, that's.
I don't have friends.
Live your life a quarter mile at a time.
Yo, Tony can quote the whole movie, the whole series, I should say.
What? Fast
and Furious?
It's
But I thought
ridiculous.
you don't like it.
Yeah,
Mike,
that's my boy. That's my boy, company man, Mike. Shout out, Mike. What's going on, baby?
What's up with the giraffe thing? You guys got like a giraffe thing going on?
Giraffe hunting means usually it's me, Saul, and and Prez on the phone, and we be having smoke sessions while we be talking.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
So it's called giraffe hunting and all of that. Yeah. Saul came up with that.
Oh, of course.
Because he's like, my head is so far up a giraffe's pussy right now. I was like, this guy, man, he's crazy.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, that's company man Mike. Shout out to Mike.
Yeah.
What else we talking about? Because I see Brian want to go.
Yeah. Well, listen, hey man.
Wow. Calling him out.
Now I'm just saying, like, yo, we didn't get into Alcaraz and nothing like that. What's going on?
I was watching a little of Wimbledon. Did you, Tony, or no?
No, not
that
really.
was great.
Dude. A little bit, very little.
But I feel like good for him. 20 years old.
Yeah.
Third major at 20. Are you kidding me?
And I think it was he's the youngest person to win Wimbledon since like 82 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
hasn't happened for some of this young
Djokovic,
7
listen,
in a row.
He'll win more. He'll be fine. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like it's all good.
You think so?
I think he got a little hindered though because he hurt himself.
That must have been what it was, because when I was watching, I just could not believe, like, he was leading in the second set, fell behind, and then just constantly
Like, he did
battling
like
and couldn't get back.
He
there.
did like a little split or something like that.
Yeah.
It was pretty much over for him after that.
That's
a tall dude, bro. I don't know. I don't even know how he played tennis like that.
Oh, and Tony, I completely forgot that we didn't mention
Rory.
Rory.
I know. How sick is that, dude?
Tony going back to back.
Dude, I can't believe
golf
it.
Tournaments. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Unheard of, dude. We were just talking about how hard it is to make these picks, too.
And the fact, too, that he misses a birdie putt on 16 and then birdies 17 and 18, made a 10-footer.
Dude, unbelievable.
Tournament. What a performance. After Bobby McIntyre was trying to do the same thing to Nick Taylor. You know, he's from Scotland. They haven't had a champion in a while. I think he shot 63 yesterday. I mean, that was crazy. Rory, 24th win.
Yeah, it was nice to see him get over the hump, you know?
He completed like the Grand Slam of all the tours, like the Open, the Irish Open, the Australian Open, the Scottish Open, all those. So, I mean, that's pretty cool.
I mean, he's got like retired
Canadian
now, right?
Open.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Nah, he never retired.
But you never
he's
like got into like watching like the Masters or anything?
Hell no, man. I fall asleep doing golf. Crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
Never even like Tiger, like when he won the Masters a couple years ago. No, you weren't even around.
Snoozies. face.
You weren't even riled though.
I put golf
Sound like
on
Don
when
McGregor.
I put yo. Listen, that's one thing I agree with that, man. Golf is garbage.
Wow.
But you know what's crazy? I'm not gonna say golf is garbage.
No, you just said it. You
recorded
it. Yeah. You gotta go out the room, and that's your thing.
Yeah, my hamstrings is gonna pop trying to walk that one back.
No, it's a small course.
But the reason why I didn't know why he said that until he said why he said that, and that's another reason Don is G'd up for that, because he was like how a golf player said hockey was like whack or whatever, and then I was like, see, Don is. He G'd up for that because he really loved that sport so much that he said, "Yo, you know what? You talk about my sport like that," and I was like, "Yo, you know
his
what?
rants are like legendary rants."
And I think we could all say that. I mean, they're both good sports, though. I mean, something.
It's actually kind of funny. You said he mentioned a golf player bashed hockey.
Yeah, I don't know who it was,
really,
but he just said that golf. He's like said that. Oh, he said like that sport still exists, or something like that. And I was like, wow.
That's honestly so crazy.
That's good.
And it's like so many hockey, like professional hockey players play golf.
Yeah, but
like
this was, I think, a while ago.
A
while ago. Like maybe 10, 15. I think this is when hockey might have been like kind of probably on the
down low.
And that's probably why he said that, saying, oh, that sport is still around.
It really is crazy how much like schlack hockey would get. And it's just like not popular with people.
You know what's funny? I'm an Islander fan. Mainly because of Rick. And
love it.
You know, he played in Bridgeport.
But yeah, no. But mainly because of the show, and obviously because I was like, you know what, I don't want to I want to support him because I already know the Islanders was like, you know, the little brother. I was like, you know what, I got the Yankees, I got the Giants. Let me not pick the Rangers.
Kenneth Louis saying, "What's up, boys?"
I think that's my boy Ken Win.
Yeah. Shout out to the company.
Yeah, that's my boy Ken Win. What's up, Ken Win? Shout outs. But yeah, I'm an Islanders fan because you know, mainly because of Rick. So that's the only real reason. And you know what? I really kind of got it. I used to watch Islander games, and I used to listen to Don Core Ranger games.
Okay.
So like, yeah, I mean, I kind of was like in between.
I didn't like hockey at all till the last couple of years, and I think it's really good now. I think the one thing that I would agree with people on is I still, even though I've watched it more and more, have trouble following the puck, and I think people get frustrated.
Nah, man.
Honestly, I do think that's part
hard.
of it. I know I'm able to do it. I'm saying, but I think that's why people get frustrated.
I know. I don't honestly. I also think like I don't know. I feel like the game is so fast paced too, where it's like, I mean, you got to kind of pay attention to it. I think people don't want to sit down and pay attention to it. Yeah.
Hockey is fucking dope, man.
It really is a phenomenal sport.
It's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Honestly, I wish more African Americans would get into that, but I already know that's not going to
It's expensive too. It's like I'm not talking about when I was young.
I'm not talking
crazy.
about playing.
I couldn't even do it.
I'm not really talking about playing. I'm just talking about watching.
Interested in it? Yeah.
Yeah, just to watch it. But that's another thing with baseball too, man. You know,
I feel like maybe the NBA's only chance is hockey, like just shooting up, so they have no choice but to improve their product.
I see what you're saying.
But that's not going to happen. Hockey will never exceed basketball. Basketball will always be number 2. Football will always be number 1. And baseball will always be number 3. Hockey will always be number 4.
I guess you never know, though, because people forever said baseball will always be number 1. And
did they?
Yeah,
but that was people in the olden days.
Oh, but
it was
things have changed then.
For 70 years or whatever.
Baseball can't get out of his own way, bro. So I don't know, man. They gonna keep messing up the sport more than they make it better, to be honest with you. Like the rule changes now, yeah. I'm glad they took out this whole stupid shift change because that was making baseball so boring. Like you can't even hit the ball because it's going right. Like, we mathematically and analytically know once he hits it, it's gonna go here. So you just take a couple steps over. They hit the ball. That's exactly where it goes. It took the fun out of the game because now, now that you get the ball in play, you get to see how good these players are actually at their position.
Yeah.
Before it was just like if the ball is going directly to them, all they gotta do is put their glove up.
Yeah.
Now it's like, yo, we actually get to see, is this kid or this guy gonna actually be able to hold down the full when we need him to crunch time? If he can't do it during the season, get him out of here because during the playoffs, he's gonna shit the bed.
Right.
That's not what we need. So that's why now, like that's kind of why the scores is kind of high too now a little bit. That's why I be honestly surprised when I see games that be ending with no scores. Like I'm like, what the hell was you doing?
Yeah.
Like you can get 1 run at this point. Like you should be getting 1 run at least.
How many times have we said that?
It's like, Yeah, definitely. we would at least get one. And it's just like, bro, what are we doing?
Like, how do we not
but then
have
if you look at they're not hitting, it's just like, what do you expect? They're not hitting the ball.
Yeah.
But now,
I think that they've been hitting pretty good this season.
Yeah, lately, ever since the change or whatever. I think they wanted to get that guy fired. I don't think they liked him from what I heard.
Oh, the batting coach.
But come on, man. Don't make us Yankee fans look stupid because you don't want to do your job.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Sean Casey, dude.
Sean Casey looking like the savior that came with a wooden bat.
Yeah.
Fresh out of the heaven's gates.
But I guess we'll see tonight.
Yeah,
we'll see. Man.
Time will tell, dude.
But wow,
I know.
To say, like, what a show!
Yeah, man.
Great show, dude.
I think we broke the time record for in studio sports board.
Definitely.
Yeah, even during division preview days.
Yeah, I know. Wow.
It's a world record company. You hear that? We hear.
Yeah. Company breaking the record in its debut.
They show out, dude.
Yeah, they do show out. So that was awesome. Really appreciate everybody who called in too. We had a lot of call-ins.
Love it.
Yeah, shout out to Postman and shout out to Kev. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Soul Good. Shout out to Captain Aaron. Shout out to Ella Boo. You know I love you, baby. Shout out to the company, man. We here. What's up, family?
Yeah, absolutely. Great having the company in the building. Looking forward to more of it in the future. And we really appreciate everybody tuning in today, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee in costume. The merch at downtimetv.com.
Of course, and shout out DPH on Rothenberg, Dave, Ray, RJ, John, Winthrop, Ty, Dan Grosser, Han, Bart,
K,
Don, Peter.
No.
Shout them all out, whatever. Like I said, we all here for the love. I ain't going to leave them out because then if they see this, it's going to be an issue. Even though I don't really care. Shout out to whoever, who else? Shout out to Jake Askman, even though he's a Texas guy. Shout out to all the producers, Jolio, Harvey, Chantel, Julian.
She's not Jacob, a producer, but Debbie Duhane.
Shout out, of course, Debbie. First of all, Debbie. Shout out to Auntie Debbie.
Wow. Debbie Duhane with the weather and traffic report, the best in the business.
She's the best.
Wow. We want to keep
at the buzzer
going.
Just when we was about to shut it down. Who is that? It's the last caller.
Yeah, what's up? Last caller at the buzzer. What do you have to say? Hello? Are we getting duped?
I think we're getting duped.
Hello?
Hey, this is Prefer.
Haha.
I think this was Saul's number, to be honest.
It might be a pocket.
I didn't save any of his numbers.
Have the landline in his pocket?
Oh,
It was private?
No. This is
this person's still on the phone.
I know. I think this is a butt dial.
Yeah, it is.
It probably is.
It's probably Jay.
Nah, it's probably. It might have been Prez.
Would.
Wow.
But I doubt it because Prez usually has his phone away. But yeah, man. Yo, listen, company, we here, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Thank you, Downtime TV guys, Uptime TV guys, Sports Port. Yeah, man, this was great, man.
Thank you, Lonnie.
Awesome,
thank you, Mike. Thank
Lonnie,
you,
you killed it today, Lonnie.
Thank you, Tony. Listen, man, we got to do this more often.
We will, absolutely.
That drive wasn't too bad. I'll come.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear.
I won't say every Monday, but listen, if y'all want me here every Monday, we could do that.
Let's do it.
We can figure something out for sure, man. Yeah, we'd be totally up for that.
100%.
And yo, listen, this studio is sick, y'all. Like, it's like walking into like
90s, 80s,
90s, early 2000s. It's like just
gold mine.
Time capsule.
Yeah.
Like, it's sick in here, y'all, for real. Like, when the company, when we come out here, y'all eyes is really gonna just be glued. Like, I was standing in here like I was a kid in a candy shop because it's like it's so much stuff. Like, it's crazy, yo. Like, they really doing their thing here, man. They really are, and I appreciate y'all for holding it down and having me.
Thanks for
coming
on,
it's been
dude.
Great, and can't wait to have more company here for sure.
Oh yeah,
but we want everybody to enjoy the night. Let's go Yankees!
Let's go Mets! They're off
we
today.
Will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.